Bye.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká fìyìn àtọpẹ́ fún bàbá, orin àtọpẹ́ ló yẹ ọ́. Iṣẹ́ ìfẹ́ rẹ̀ sí gbogbo àwẹ̀ kọrin yìí sọ́ba oníbù ọ̀rẹ́. Aleluya, ògo ni fún bàbá. Ọláyọ̀mí yóò fi lù yí Ọlọ́run wa. Aláyé nínú ìyọ́ bó ti yẹ. Aleluya, ògo ni fún bàbá. Ọláyọ̀mí irun orí rẹ̀ bá jẹ́ kìkì ahọ́n. Kò tó láti fìdí folúwa wa. Ọba tó gba ẹ má títí dé ní. Ọba òkìkí mọ́lẹ̀ ní gangan. Ọba alágbàgbọ́gbọ̀rọ̀ ò ṣe o. Torí ó dá fúrẹ́kì sí dèní o. Ẹ̀kọ́rẹ́ yìí sọ́gbà oníbù Ọláyọ̀mí. Aleluya, ògo ni fún bàbá. Ẹ̀mí lọ fi lù ní Ọlọ́run wa. Aláyé ni ó yí ọmọ ti yẹ. Aleluya, ògo ni fún bàbá. Àwọn ọ̀tá ń rò bóyá ẹ kó o kú. Wọ́n ń gbómi dání wọ́n fẹ́ fi para wọ ẹ́. Owó Elédùmarè ló dá ẹ sí o. Àwa ń kọrin ìwọ lọ́wọ́ ọba. Ọláyẹmí ọmọ Kóìkì. Àbá ẹ̀dúpẹ́ èdè lọ́jọ́ ìbí ẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀rẹ̀ nílẹ̀ kó dìde fÓlúwa o. Kọrin yìí sọ́ba oníbù ọ̀rẹ́. Aleluya, ògo ni fún bàbá. Ayọ̀mí yòókì Ọlọ́run wa. Aláyé ni ó yí ọmọ òjì rẹ̀. Aleluya, ògo ni fún bàbá. Ọláyọ̀mí mi Kóìkì. Òjíṣẹ́ Elédùmarè tó Olúwa rán sílẹ̀ Yorùbá nìyẹn. Mo bá ẹ jó, mo bá ẹ yọ̀, mo kí ẹ kú oríire. Mo máa jó síbi ìtòsí pé ewu náà ó ní ìpàwọ̀ ojú. Bàbá olóye ló kọ́ máa wọlé máa ra bá o. Bàbá wa Sunday Igboho ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Òòṣà. Mo kí ẹ kú oríire. Pòfẹ́sọ̀ Bánjí Akíntóyè bàbá ò ṣe aṣíwájú gbogbo Yorùbá. Gbogbo ọjọ́ ń bá ẹ yọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ìbí. Mo kú oríire ọlọ́jọ́ ìbí. Ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ á ṣe púpọ̀ ọdún láyé. Ìbá tí ṣùyò bàbá tí jiná. Wọ́n ní fi ẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ èèyàn ló dá mi lójú Kóìkì. Lórí àwa kan sáárà sọ́lọ́run ọba.
Àwa kan sáárà sọ́lọ́run ọba.
Àwa kan sáárà sọ́lọ́run ọba. Ìwọ mọ̀ kan sáárà sọ́lọ́run ọba.
Mo kí gbogbo wa níbikíbi tá a bá ti ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa.
Ọba tí ò dójú àdúrà tiẹ̀.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún sọ̀rọ̀ díẹ̀.
Dójú àdúrà tiẹ̀ o.
Àwa kan sáárà
sọ́lọ́run ọba. Ìwọ kan sáárà sọ́lọ́run ọba. Ìwọ kan sáárà sọ́lọ́run ọba. Ìwọ kan sáárà sọ́lọ́run ọba. Ìwọ kan sáárà sọ́lọ́run ọba. Ọba tí ò dójú àdúrà tiẹ̀. Ọba tí ò dójú àdúrà tiẹ̀ o. Ìwọ kan sáárà sọ́lọ́run ọba. Arẹwà mo bá ẹ dúpẹ́. Olóríire sáma wo lè mara bá o. Kóìkì ọ̀pẹ́lẹ́gẹ́ ṣubú láwo kò mọ̀ fọ́. Ó wá ṣubú lòdòdó mara gbẹrẹgẹdẹ.
Mo kí gbogbo wa níbikíbi tẹ́ bá ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Ìgbòho Òòṣà, ìmọ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Wọ́n lè bọ̀ lẹ́yìn gàmúlà bíi lára wájú. Bàbá wa Pòfẹ́sọ̀ Bánjí Akíntóyè. Ọmọ wọn ládùn ewì máa wọlé maraba o. Ọmọ amúkàrà sábẹ́ èdè òjẹ́ o.
I say good evening and welcome to the late night conversation.
Ìrè tó ń gbé wa ń rè ó dájú.
No going back in this side. Ẹni bá náà ní ló ń tanra wọn. Yorùbá nation ti dúró. A ṣe ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò ni. Hallelujah o. Mika hallelujah o. Ẹ sọ fún Fúlàní pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ti dúró. Ẹ lọ sign petition. Ẹ lọ sign petition. Ìjòyà. Justice for Bámiṣé. Justice for Pẹ̀lúmi. Mo kí gbogbo wa sẹ́. Mo pẹ̀ ní energy tí mo ní lálẹ́ yìí. Mo máa kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá kẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká play anthem wa Arewa music. Mo kí bàbá wa Arewa. A ṣe fẹ́ wọnú ètò lọ ni. Gbogbo yín náà lẹ máa ráyè pè wọlé. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá fẹ́ pè. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ káàárọ̀ oòjíire pátápátá ní gbogbo ibi tá bá wà. We're gonna play our anthem. And it's just a normal conversation. Nothing has changed. We give thanks to the Elédùmarè. On my other broadcast there's a 24 hours prayer. Ẹ máa gbọ́ sound yẹn tó ń feed. Ó wà nù ibi tí mo gbé laptop yẹn sí. But a gbọ́dọ̀ má jáde bí a ti ṣe máa ń jáde tí à ń bá àwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀. The celebration is not about me. Èmi ní access sí so many things for 22 years tí mo ti kúrò ní Nigeria. But 22 years àwọn tó ń gbé nínú Nigeria wọ́n ní access sí nǹkan tí mo ní. It's not about money. It's about having that life where nobody oppress each other. That's all. Nothing more than that. 1998 ni mo kúrò ní Nigeria. Precisely 21st of September 1998. That was when I left Nigeria. Àwọn ọmọ Oòduà ló ń pariwo lókè yẹn. Yeah, my sort it out. 1998. And I can only give God the grace. Tó bá yẹ pé mi náà wà ní Nigeria, it might be a different conversation. But Ọlọ́run mọ bó ṣe fi tó ìrìn ẹ̀ ló ṣe ní àwọn diaspora kan máa rìnrìn àjò kan. But tó bá tó àsìkò kan, òun máa need wa. Ẹ mọ̀ pé tẹ́lẹ̀ owó nìkan la máa ń send sí Nigeria for a very long time. A máa ń send owó sílé £20, $20, €20, you know. A fi send owó sílé mọ́, a fi gbalẹ̀ wa. So ìwọ diasporan tí o ní access sí gbogbo ntèmi náà ní tó dẹ̀ sì wá ń sọ pé kí Nàìjíríà wà bó ṣe wà. Kọ́lọ́run ọba ọlọ́jọ́ ẹ̀ní kó dájọ́ fún ẹ. Àwọn aládùúrà wa ló ń lọ lẹ́yìn yẹn 24 hours prayer. Mo wí pé lẹ́ẹ̀kan ṣiṣẹ́ ìwọ diaspora tó ń gbé nílùú òyìnbó níbikíbi tó bá máa gbé tí a wá ń sọ pé ní wákàtí lásìkò yìí kí Ọlọ́run ọba kó jẹ́ kí ìrìn àjò tí a ti gbé dání kí a finish ẹ̀ tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ń sọ pé no kò gbọ́dọ̀ rí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́lọ́run kó dájọ́ fún ẹ. Mo ní láti ṣépè fún ẹ bọ̀ kọ́lọ́run wọ lọ́jọ́ òní nítorí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ birthday tí wọ́n celebrate nílùú òyìnbó òun celebrate with joy. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tó ń celebrate birthday ní ìlú jágbajàgba yẹn wọ́n celebrate pẹ̀lú ìbànújẹ́ ni. Kọ́lọ́run wá wọ ọjọ́ òní tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tí wọ́n ń káwọ́ sókè báyìí tó ń wò pé ṣé bí ṣe máa sọ pé ǹjẹ́ aráyé wá àmọ́ àwọn tí a jọ kóra wa pẹ̀lú àwọn ni wọ́n jẹ́ kí aráyé lọ. Ẹ jẹ́ play anthem wa ká tó máa wọnú ètò lọ. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí i. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wá forílẹ̀-èdè wa kágbéga fàlérí. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé àti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká jọlá. Ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní kẹ́jẹ́ ká máa lépa. Tẹ̀síwájú fọ́pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Ẹ gbọ́ the last part. Ọmọlúkọ̀ a máa sọ pé last part yẹn ó wà very very important. Àwa ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Màá máa kí ẹ mass burial torí pé kò sí sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ tó kéré láàrin gbogbo wa. Ẹ má rò pé torí àwọn tó wà ní ìlú òyìnbó àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé, ẹni tó wà nílùú òyìnbó better off ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà nílé, irọ́ ló wà ń bẹ̀. Lótìtọ́ ẹni tó wà nílùú òyìnbó ó ní gbogbo tó ń pè ní access to the basic things of life, and that's the reason why ta ṣe sọ pé ká dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè. So ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé ẹ má máa feel pé àwa èmi Ọláyọmí Kóìkì àti gbogbo àwọn tó wà nílùú òyìnbó wọ́n dájọ́ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé lọ. Bó bá jẹ́ mi náà bá wà nílé ni ó ṣeé ṣe kí n máa tẹ̀lé Tinubu, I don't know, ó ṣeé ṣe kí n máa tẹ̀lé Sanwó-Olú, ó ṣeé ṣe kí n máa tẹ̀lé Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún, ó ṣeé ṣe kí èmi náà máa ṣe bọ̀ìbọ̀ì pẹ̀lú wọn. So tá a bá wá ń sọ pé ká dá dúró, èèyàn kàn máa sọ pé kó get out, kí ló ń sọ lẹ́nu. Àmọ́ Ọlọ́run ò ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. The life tí ọmọ Yorùbá ń gbé ní wákàtí ó jẹ́ kí ó máa bàyàn nínú jẹ́. Ẹ wo àwọn fámílì Bámiṣé, èèyàn á máa sunkún sínú pé ṣé ìlú náà la wà yìí. Lótìtọ́ à ń celebrate ni, but tíyàn bá wo ohun tó ń lọ ní Nàìjíríà lójoojúmọ́, ìyàn á fẹ́ gbé celebration sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́, àmọ́ ó kọ̀ dàbí ìgbà tí ìyàn á kọ̀ dàbí ìgbà tí ẹni tí kò dúpẹ́ f'Elédùmarè. Àwa nísìn a sì ní life. Tolúlọpẹ́ Arótilẹ̀ kò pé èjì tèmi pé kódà kò bímọ sáyé tó fi lọ. Nínú ìlú kan náà nìyẹn o. Jùmọ̀kẹ́ Oyèlékè wọ́n pa ní ògo tí Ọlọ́dùmarè tó fún, wọ́n dẹ̀ pa ògo yẹn mọ́ lára. Pẹ̀lúmi, ọmọ tí ó ń ṣe mídíà bí Kóìkì náà ṣe ń ṣe mídíà, tó jáde nínú EndSARS, ó dẹ̀ capture picture kan, wọ́n dẹ̀ torí picture yẹn wọ́n dẹ̀ pa, wọ́n dẹ̀ lọ dump òkú ẹ̀, wọ́n lọ dump ẹ̀ sí Kòròdú. Ẹ wo àwọn fámìlì Bámiṣé, ẹ wo in tí arákùnrin yẹn sọ pé ǹjẹ́ ìyá àwọn lè tún bímọ tó lè dàbí Bámiṣé mọ́. Ìwọ Diaspora ò dẹ̀ torí Elédùmarè kó tẹ̀ wo pé ṣé in tí à ń sọ yìí, ṣé in tó máa favour Koikimedia nìkan ni ló ṣe ń pariwo pé bóyá in tèmi nìkan fẹ́ jẹ nínú ẹ̀, bóyá ọ̀tọ̀ à ń sọ pé wọ́n fún wa ní owó, wọ́n à ń tọrọ nǹkan torí lójú yín bí ìgbà tá à ń gbégbá bára. Ìyẹn lẹ ṣe wá ń sọ pé ẹ ní any reason láti support Yorùbá nation. Àmọ́ ǹjẹ́ ń wo ẹkún tó ń wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá bí a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ní wákàtí ǹjẹ́ tẹ̀ ń rò rárá tí a gbé ẹrù yìí dání tó yẹ kí gbogbo wa ká jọ ṣọwọ́ bò àwọn kan sì ń sọ pé ká lọ ṣe politics nítorí pé ẹ̀yin nífẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn politicians ǹjẹ́ àwọn politicians kan náà kan ló kó yín sí problem tẹ́ wà nínú ẹ̀. ẹ gbé yẹ̀wò náà. àwa tí a wá wà ní abroad a better off ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé a kò wà lucky ni. kí ni mo sọ a kò wà lucky ni. lucky tí mo mìn ni pé àìmọye àwọn tí wọ́n apply fún visa náà bí irú tèmi tí wọ́n fún ní visa yẹn ó ṣeé ṣe pé wọ́n lè deny èmi náà ní visa kó jẹ́ pé èmi náà lè lọ gba route míì bóyá màá dé Libya mo lè má dé bẹ́ẹ̀ bóyá màá dé ọ̀nà jíjìn kan mo lè má dé bẹ́ẹ̀. so tí àwa bá wá ń sọ pé níbi tí ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà dé níbi wákàtí tí a sọ yìí ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé yẹ̀wò ṣé Nàìjíríà ṣiṣẹ́ fúnyàn kankan torí pé tó bá jẹ́ pé Nàìjíríà ń ṣiṣẹ́ ni àìmọye àwọn náà tó máa celebrate birthday wọ́n celebrate lóòtítọ́ àmọ́ àyàn mélòó ló ń celebrate pẹ̀lú ìdùnnú lọ́kàn. Each household ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó dàbí ìgbà tó yẹ pé wọ́n ń ṣe ọ̀fọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ ni kódà tẹ́lómi bá ń ṣe birthday nínú ilé ẹ̀ á dàbí ìgbà tí wọ́n ń ṣe ọ̀fọ̀ ni. gbogbo ta ṣe nínú ilé nísìn bí a cost wa lówó chínchíní tí màá fẹ́ sọ pé kò tó £100 tó bá tó £100 á jẹ́ pé ìyàwó tí mo gbé sílé á jẹ́ pé bí ó ti short change baálé ẹ̀ torí pé mo mọ̀ pé ráìsì wà nílé tẹ́lẹ̀ mo mọ̀ pé òróró wà nínú ilé tẹ́lẹ̀ magi iyọ̀ àti gbogbo ohun tí wọ́n lè fi ṣe èlò ní jollof rice àti fried rice tó ṣe in tí mo kàn lè sọ pé bí awọ́ṣẹ̀ lọ rà ó dà pé wọ́n náà lọ ra ìgúnfe £20 ọmọ mi ọkùnrin tí wọ́n tajà tó ń ta trainers òun like what is that meat that you like? Lamb ribs wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣẹja so gbogbo ohun tí a jẹ kò tó £100 kódà bíyàn bá tún jẹ́ jù gan sef inú á máa ròyàn. And that is why we are telling people that it's not about us but àwọn diaspora tí wọ́n sọ pé Nàìjíríà làwọn fẹ́ is just a selfish reason alone, nothing more than that. Because tó bá jẹ́ pé gbogbo diaspora ló sọpọ́tì ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation yìí Nigerian government wá ti feel pinch yẹn ju bó ṣe yẹ lọ. But in tí kò wá yé wọn ni pé at the back of their mind, I'm talking about these diasporas, wọ́n ṣì ń béèrè pé báwo gan lẹ ṣe rí 5 million petition yẹn tó fi pé. It shows that this journey is not about Koikimedia. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ní àtorí Koiki láwọn ṣe gbọ́ Yorùbá nation no torí Ọlọ́run fi jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ gbọ́ ni. Torí pé presentation tí èmi ṣe ní 2 years ago ó lé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ lọ ní ntẹ́mi sọ yẹn ó ti heavy jù èmi ò gbé kalẹ̀ bó ṣe jẹ́ kí bí àrùn bàbá àròpọ̀ rẹ̀ máa ṣe gbé kalẹ̀ àmọ́ èmi gbé kalẹ̀ bí Ọlọ́run ṣe ní kémi gbé kalẹ̀. Mo dẹ̀ sọ pé gbogbo ìgbà tá fi ń ṣe Yorùbá nation till now èmi ò kí ń ṣe wòlíì mo dẹ̀ ń ṣàfà mo dẹ̀ ń ṣe babaláwo. Orí èèyàn tí wọ́n ṣá ní pẹ́ẹ́pẹ́rẹ́ tó tẹ̀ ń ṣọmọ Yorùbá ní Àkúrẹ́ òun ni mo jáde mo dẹ̀ sọ fún Nigerian government pé ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń pè níṣẹ́ pé Nàìjíríà máa pín. Màá pariwo pé kí Nàìjíríà kó pín wàá gbọ́ níbi tí expectation wọn kò ní dé. That is not my first broadcast because I think sọ̀rọ̀ the atrocity tó ń lọ nínú Nigeria for a very long time. But nígbà tí mo jáde tí wọ́n send picture yẹn sí mi láti Àkúrẹ́, Daniel James lórúkọ ọmọ náà kò ń ṣe Yorùbá, kò kí ń ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá but ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ló ti ń gun ọ̀kadà tó fi ń tọ́jú àǹtí ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ àǹtí ẹ̀ ẹmọ tó ì tí pé 20 years old ó ti take a responsibility tó jẹ́ kí Nigerian government ṣe fún àǹtí ẹ̀ as a widow. And I said on that day, the Nigerian government, you don't know what is about to happen. That was 2 years ago, literally coming up to 3 years now. But my mode of communication nígbà yẹn ó lè débi pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ gan bí a nísìn lọ́sẹ̀ yẹn padà wá gbọ́ pé ó rà pé tí bọ̀bọ̀ yìí sọ nígbà yẹn òun kọ́ ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ nísìn. And that is why I keep saying, tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé ogun, àwọn èèyàn rò pé bí ogun wọn máa yìnbọn fún yàn ni mò ń sọ. Ẹ lọ wo broadcast mo ṣe ní ìdájí, àìmọye ogun ebi ń pààyàn òun ló ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ Nàìjíríà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn. And nothing is going to change. Ẹni bá ń gbàdúrà pé Nàìjíríà máa dá, á jẹ́ pé ó rí pain in tọmọ Nàìjíríà tó ń face. Ẹ̀yin rò pé Ọlọ́run tí gbogbo wa ń pè, bóyá ti àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe, bóyá ti àwọn Mùsùlùmí, bóyá ti àwọn Kìrìsìtẹ́nì, ẹ̀yin rò pé Ọlọ́run yẹn alábòsí ni. Ẹ feel pé Ọlọ́run tí à ń pè ní Nàìjíríà ó yàtọ̀ sí Ọlọ́run tí wọ́n ń pè nílùú òyìnbó tí mò ń gbé yìí. Ẹ feel pé Ọlọ́run tẹ́ ń pè tẹ́ fi ń sọ pé Ọlọ́run máa tún kan ṣe, Ọlọ́run máa ṣe, Ọlọ́run máa gbé olórí tó máa ṣe wá, Ọlọ́run máa direct ẹni tó máa ṣe, Ọlọ́run máa rán màláìkà kan wá, Ọlọ́run tún rán màláìkà kankan wá mọ́. Àwa ni màláìkà tó dé láti gbà yín lẹ̀. Àwa ni Ọlọ́run ọba rán níṣẹ́ láti sọ fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pé àsìkò tó ilé lọ. Gbogbo tó bá dẹ̀ gbà la máa fún, up to the last man standing. Tó bá fẹ́ dogun ẹ jẹ́ kó dogun, ká kúkú mọ̀ pé ní Nàìjíríà, because there is no life in that messed up contraction you call Nigeria. That is not a life. Tẹ́ bá ń sọ pé life ni Nigeria tẹ́ ń gbé yẹn, you have got something wrong upstairs right there. So jẹ́ kí family bá mi ṣe máa jáde láti máa béèrè pé àwọn fẹ́ justice if that country was working. So jẹ́ kí family pẹ̀lú mi máa jáde láti máa béèrè fún ẹ̀tọ́ tó bá jẹ́ pé Nàìjíríà ń ṣiṣẹ́. But the Yoruba people live in denial. You are looking at us as individuals, but you are not looking into the deep of the message that we are bringing out on a daily basis. Because tó bá jẹ́ pé ẹ bá follow the message that is coming out and not me as an individual, you will know that that country has gone completely. The white man is not going to tell you the truth. I've been told not to use the word white, but the English name for them is àwọn aláwọ̀ funfun. If you are still thinking that ẹni tó ní white skin, aláwọ̀ funfun, òun ló máa gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu ẹ̀ tó máa sọ títọ́ fún ẹ, then you have a big problem. You have a deep problem. Caucasians, thank you so much. Because you are seeing me as assumption tí wọ́n feel lọ́kàn ènìyàn pé ṣèbí kankan náà ni gbogbo wa. Bó ti gbàgbé pé intemi ti rí àti tí wọ́n rí ó ti yàtọ̀. I'm talking about those of you in that geographical location that has locked the potentials and millions of people. It is not about the 1999 constitution we are talking here. It is not about the 1914 We are now talking about the indigenous people that have been suppressed for a very long time. And if anybody out there still thinking that there is hope in Nigeria, I can only pity and still feel your pain. You think it's about the current government. That's why we are hungry. I was looking at some of the pictures of the Queen visitation to Nigeria in 1956 with Saudana. And I can now start thinking, what kind of conversation ni àwọn méjèèjì bá ní nígbà tó bá dá wà tíyàn kankan sí pẹ̀lú wọn? Irú àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ wo ló sọ ní 1956, which is some how many years ago? Tí àwa ṣe wá ń review ẹ̀ nísìn, go on their Twitter handle and you will see those pictures and images. And the question then again is, do we continue like this? Oh, should we wait till a miracle fall on top from the heaven? The same heaven that I can see right there. And you think that something is just going to come down and change it. No. Awa lama change it. I have lived outside Nigeria, even before coming back to Nigeria, for a straight 15 years. 15 years, ni mo gbé nílùú yìí kí n tó touch soil Nigeria again after I left in 1998. And if you think that gbogbo tí bá ń sọ, agree or disagree, this country is not ready to let Yoruba people go. But we are going to prove to them that this generation is not the Awolowo. Because àwọn baba Awolowo, they were playing along with them with the hope that the British would do the needful. But we now realize that they never did the needful. Rather than do the needful, they created the havoc that is now allowing the indigenous people to suffer in 21st century. Even some are saying that there's no argument in what we are saying and the breakup of Nigeria because God created Nigeria. That is their own perspective, their own view. Some say, àwọn èèyàn ò gbọ́n nǹkan tá à ń sọ, but ẹni tí yà ń jẹ, ó ṣàmọ̀ pé yà ń jẹ òun. Ẹni tébi ń pa, ó ṣàmọ̀ pé bí ń pa òun. We are now on the last lap, whether we will determine our fate on our own, or we are still waiting for one miracle to come down. The job to wà nílẹ̀ is not just for Koikimedia. It's about every single son and daughter of Yoruba, regardless of your views, your perspective, that we are fighting for one thing, and one thing only. We are fighting for who we are. The real who we are, not the one that we are told that we are. Ọ̀tọ̀ ni kó sọ pé we are Nigerians. By who? By who? Or who we are before that name Nigeria. Because there was a kingdom before the name Nigeria. A ní kingdom, a ní operation tí a fi ń operate, a ní mechanism tí a fi ń bá Elédùmarè sọ̀rọ̀, a ní bí a ṣe ń ṣe nǹkan up to even our health system. A ní bá ṣe ń respect àwọn obìnrin wa, a ní bá ṣe ń respect ọmọdé, a ní bá ṣe ń respect àgbàlagbà, a dẹ̀ ní bá ṣe ń respect process. But 66 years ago till now, the question is, when do we actually want to decide who we are? Ta la wá gangan? Ṣé n tó pè wá ni àbí n ta fi pera wa tí a ti ń jẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀? I feel the pains of those that see the nitty-gritty that you are asking. Is good. But the question is, the situation that we are in right now in Nigeria, should it continue? Hell will let loose. Ó kàn jẹ́ pé ìgbà tí hell fẹ́ lose lè mọ̀. Some are asking, so what next? What is the process? In everything in this world that we are living, there is a process and there must be a solution. But we must go with the solution that will favor us now, not the one that favors them. I don't think hell is already loose already, because if hell is loose already, the whole country will not be stabilized. I was watching the young man that was speaking during that protest from the Bamishe family. I'm telling the government, let the Yoruba people just go, because if hell get loose, things will change, and it might take a long time before some ethnic group will stay with us. Some of you think that this government is as powerful and they will run after me, they will run after Igbowo, they will run after Lady K, they will run after all the medias. But you don't understand the power of the people. Some of you are asking whether I will bring my family and come and do the fight. My family doesn't need to come down, but I will come down and be part of that sacrifice. So that my family, whatever the outcome on the other side, will continue what we are going to finish. Because this job that we are on, we're going to finish it. Tell the politicians in Nigeria that hell that they are not seen yet will be let loose before 2023. I'm not joking. I'm talking about real hell or my let loose. Because those bastard Olori Buruku Yoruba politicians have allowed our people to be subjected to degrade, dehumanize, that even some of them are ready to sleep with a dog just to survive. We will fight these. You might think that it's just a social media, but I can tell you that things will roll out when the right time gets closer. But before things get rolled out, we will prove to the world that we are the most intelligent people. And in every situation, there's a solution. And those solution is not from Koikimedia. You might think that Koikimedia is what the government is coming after. But remember that 5 million Yoruba people have now backed Koikimedia to say we are ready to go. They might not agree with my views, but everybody knows that hell will be loose soon. Some of you are expecting the United Nations You think United Nations is coming down to break up Nigeria for us? United Nations is just waiting for the crisis and then they can intervene, just as they allow 2 million people to die in Sudan before they intervene. United Nations do not give countries United Nations job is to protect the lives of people across the globe should there be crisis. Hell is just waiting to be opened in that messed up country. You think that we are the only one that is angry? There are millions of Nigerians that are just waiting for us to open the key to that door, and then they will come out in their millions. They are just waiting. You think it's about Igboho alone? There are millions of Igboho that are waiting. You think it's about Professor Banji Akintoye? There are millions of Professor Banji Akintoye that are ready to crumble the more economy that you are looking right there that is already destroyed. Yorubas are highly intelligent. And I can tell you, there are millions just waiting. We don't have any reason to be scared at this stage of what the outcome will look like. Ní láti bẹ̀rù pé kí ni outcome. Delegiwa was killed in 1986. It was not even my age when Babangida killed Delegiwa, and you are now telling me that hell is not going to let loose in that messed up country. Tolulope Arotile was not even up to 30 years old before they took her life. Do you know how many people are in the labor room right now where there is no electricity and they're just going to give up the ghost? Do not wait for United States of America to come and support us. We might speak to them. We will tell them that hell will let loose. They will be aware. But don't expect them to provide you with weapons to fight the same government that they are already giving weapons that they've sold to them. But when the crisis and the anarchy stage start, they will bring down their own forces to evacuate their citizens away from Nigeria. And then they will start asking the question, what do we both want in this messed up country? And that time, we will tell them that the same thing that we have been saying for as long as we can remember, that Nigeria was not created for we, the indigenous people. You think that China will hold us back. That is probably your impression. China cannot hold us back. United Kingdom, God bless the Queen as she continues to survive the last lap that she's on at the moment. We pray for her for good health. Hopefully, before she died, she will hear through her ears that the country that they created, the messed up, is now about to go. She will be told, even when she's so fragile as she is right now, at 95, she's very, very fragile. She's well loved by our citizens. And I'm talking about the British. The British do not joke with their monarch. But the same monarch has created havoc. 96, thank you for the correction. But the same monarch that is taking care of millions of different children in this country, which we appreciate, forget that there is also millions of indigenous people that they did not give life to. So when some of you are pleased that your children are not in Nigeria, let us remember those other children in Yoruba land that do not have that same access like your own children. I'm aware that a very powerful letter has already been sent to Buckingham Palace. And I'm not talking about just an ordinary letter, a very, very strong letter. Hell will get loose in Nigeria. 2023 is just a way to divert the attention of what every Nigerian should be discussing. If any other tribe wants to live in our own territory when we have become our own independent country, they have the right, as long as they fulfill the criteria. Just as if you want to go to United States of America, you would have to fill an application form with your fingerprint on it, so that they can have a quick background check on whether you are eligible to come to United States of America. And that is why millions of you have applied for US visa and Jamna visa, American visa, and you were never given, because your country that you love so much, called Nigeria, has not given you the backing to guarantee that visa on that fraudulent fake passport that has no access to 148 countries across the globe. Can you bring my map for me, please? Mabinu, it's right in the kitchen. Thank you. I hope you hear what I'm saying. Ìdí tí ìlú tí ẹ̀ ń pè ní Nàìjíríà kó tó lè sọ pé ó fẹ́ lọ ìlú kan ní àgbáyé, you will have to apply for visa, and you would have to give all the reasons why you want to travel to America. America is even as so. America would even tell you, why do you want to visit America? Some of you will tell so much lies, but the reason why you want to go is because there's no life in Nigeria. But do you know that the land that we are all living and running away from is so fertile? It's got everything that could have taken care of us. But there's something that people like Obasanjo, people like Atiku, people like Tinubu, people like all these criminals have done. They've sold that land to the Western world. And the same Western world is telling us that we should just stay in that geographical location and pray to God. But when you die, you will go to heaven. The same countries that are telling you that there is no reason they could kúrò nínú Nigeria, but those that have the know have sold every part of Nigeria. And the most important person that have sold part of Nigeria is Obasanjo. Baba Obasanjo ti ta ìdajì Nigeria. And that is why he's saying that my Nigerianness is better than the Yoruba-ness. Because lára àwọn ibi tó tà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wà níbẹ̀. You can see him as if he's a dumb idiot man, but he's not. He's very, very intelligent, and he knows that the damage that tó ti ṣe sílẹ̀ Yorùbá láwọn ibi tí wọ́n ti tà sí àwọn ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn aláwọ̀ funfun will never want him to come back out and say. And that is why he's not ready to support the Yoruba nation. There's nothing wrong if all the countries is dissolved and we all go back to our different territory. Does not mean that Hausa man is not going to live among us. But I would like to know whether it's the same kind of system that Hausa man apply for a visa and they find out that he's a criminal and he's not going to be given a visa. And that means we will do the same thing in the Yoruba nation. So if you're expecting most of these so-called elites, yes, suffer forward, amen, enjoy forever. You know the rest of the chorus by the late Fela Anikulapo Kuti. He was singing it in our ears, but we were all deaf to listen to him. I will not sit here and pray that we will lose this opportunity. Rather, the whole country will fall apart and hell will let loose. Let Obasanjo continue to deceive himself. Let every single one of them continue to look away. By the time hell will be loose, even Obasanjo, when he's going to be alive to witness it, will be sitting somewhere abroad. We have been sold to the second slave, and that is why they are not letting us go. Ẹ̀yin rò pé slave trade ti tán? These evil individuals and groups of people have actually resold every single one of us out to the Western world. And they've given condition on top of it. What are some of the conditions? Some of us will be allowed to migrate. Why some? And when I say some, millions. Imagine how they will give visa to everybody in Nigeria. Do you think that would happen? And that is the reason why we must now take it back by force. Diplomacy will continue. But when the hell let loose, some of you think we need millions of people before hell will let loose in Nigeria. Ẹ rò pé a need millions of people. We only need the dedicated people. Some of you think when I say hell will let loose, it's about the AK-47 and the shooting and the killings. There are millions of things that we can do. One of that, millions of things, I will unveil it on June 12th. Just one, in a diplomatic way, right here in the UK. Is a signal to tell the international community that the Yoruba people have come to stay. So from today, which is still less than 40 minutes before 12 midnight, it will be 12 days precisely before the June 12th will come up. We expect millions of you. And when I say millions, yes, we have that numbers around the globe that can make it down to UK should you have that opportunity. And I mean millions of people, whether from Europe, from anywhere you can travel to come down for the rally. Let us prove to the British government that we don't want hell to lose. So we will pass our message again to them in the language that they understand, which is the diplomatic way. I will unveil one, just one, in a diplomatic way. It's a message. But I will leave that till June 12th for you to continue to guess. June 12th, I will unveil one out of the million things that I've got at the back of my head. We will continue to pray, but with action. We will defend every part of Yoruba land. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me with what. Gbogbo nǹkan tí a bá ní la máa fi protect ilẹ̀ wa. Ẹ sọ fún gbogbo àwọn politicians pé 2023 kò ní gba gbogbo wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ẹ sọ fún àwọn tó wà nílé pé 2023 tó bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wọn tásìkò yẹn bá ti ń tó kó farapamọ́ sílé díẹ̀. 2023, the politicians have a different agenda. That's if the 2023 itself will not be cancelled. The Southern of Sokoto continue to monitor the Yoruba movement on a daily basis. Morimbe Yami Fonke Iyalaje is a media, and I have to recognize her. Thank you for joining. Not that every one of you is not recognized. I do recognize, and I can read all the comments and all the messages. We will do everything. They are doing one already. They are praying. You can hear the sound coming out from the other side of that room. That will run for 24 hours. I am here talking about another angle. We will kill Nigeria in different angle. That prayer that is going on is part of how Nigeria will crumble down. Lashedumari. In Jesus' name, inshallah. 3 in 1. But while I'm sitting here, there would also be a lot of other things and different people that are doing different things. I will not be the only one to do it. Yoni Thierry, she's doing her own. Let us go and support. We are not going to have a referendum that says yes or no. We are going for a straight exit. It will be painful. We must be prepared for that. But we would have a better life, just as those that left Soviet Union. Maybe not all of them, but so many countries that left Soviet Union in 1991. Some of them should not be better off us. But because a country like Latvia, 1.3 million people, ìlú kan wà tó ń pè ní Latvia, 1.3 million ni, and Latvia expect me, as a Nigerian, as you are calling me, to now apply for a visa to visit their country. I don't think some of you understand that that means this Western world have downgraded our life. Muriembe Eitan Tosin, another media guru that I must recognize. Thank you so much for joining. Bomida Eitan Wumi. Ìlú kan wà, wọ́n pè ní Latvia. Gbogbo population ìlú yẹn, according to this, my small little map that you are looking at. Latvia is somewhere around the world. This is the world. Àgbáyé ni. Tí bá ń sọ pé àgbáyé, this is the world. Okay? And this world that you're looking at, right? This world that you are looking at, àgbáyé tó ń wò yìí, okay? We, the Yorubas, are meant to be the part of this world as the key player. Àwa gangan ni key player. But Latvia sọ fún mi pé tí bá máa wá sí ìlú àwọn, kémi lọ gba visa tí kò guarantee. Even from this country, if you don't have a British passport. Do you know that so many countries need Louis and tó bá ní British passport, ó ṣe tún máa lọ apply for visa, and they don't guarantee that you'll be given a visa. Ó dà ń pé ẹ mọ̀, ẹ rò pé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé nìkan ní Nàìjíríà. Ṣé ẹ rò pé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé nìkan ní Nàìjíríà? Ṣó mọ̀ pé tó wà nílùú yìí, he is 65 years old. Ọmọ Yorùbá, British ò dẹ̀ fún níwèé. 65 years old woman living in this country, but yet they refuse to give her a permit to enable her enjoy the way their own citizen is enjoying. And you think they put a value on her head. Èmi wá ń sọ fún wa nísìnyí pé ká gba value, kí value lè wà lórí tiwa. Ẹ ń sọ pé tí mò ń sọ yẹn kò make sense. And you are still thinking that being in that geographical location, I have to pin Nigeria down so that it's easy for me. I think this is Nigeria, if I'm right. I hope so. Sudan, anyway, I know Nigeria will be somewhere. Namibia, Lele, and teba map dada. Area Ulamawa, Angola, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Nigeria. She bought a spelling. Nigeria, I think is it. Okay, no, Niger, Nigeria, Lele. Okay, Nigeria, Niger, Lua, okay. So what in Niger, ibẹ̀ ni gbogbo terrorist ti ń bọ̀. ṣòwárí àlà tó wà láàrin àwa àti Niger, they just allow people to come in without a proper check. Èmi wá ń sáré pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwa tí a pé 5 million tèmi náà jẹ́ bí a number 1 because mo mẹ́ni tó kọ́kọ́ sign màá ṣáà sọ pé èmi náà wà nínú 5 million. Ìwọ tó sí nínú ẹ̀ kò tí late. Máa rò pé nígbà tó ti ní the first 5 million wọ́n ní o ṣì ní right gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá kó lọ sign petition Òmìnira Yorùbá 2022.org. Wọ́n ti ṣí PayPal fún Òmìnira Yorùbá, account dẹ̀ ti wà. Ẹni tó bá nídẹ̀ ẹ kàn sí wa kí ẹ lọ fi nǹkan síbẹ̀ bí ìyá wa Onítìrí Abíọ́lá ṣe sọ níjọ́ Wednesday. We cannot post all the details online because it still have all these link of Òmìnira and you know what and how Facebook is operating. Again, this geographical location that you are part of is not that location. Kò sí nǹkan kan tó wrong pẹ̀lú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá o. So tá bá ń sọ pé Nàìjíríà ò gbádùn, a sọ pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ò gbádùn o. Orúkọ tí wọ́n gbélé lórí òun ló suppress wa mọ́lẹ̀. And that is why we cannot move forward. Some of you are thinking it's about leadership. Some of you might think it's about, just as you know, you hear all these big grammar that have been speaking since 1960. The same big grammar. Grammar, lala. Grammar, ilala, tonso. How are we going to sign a petition? www.ominirayoruba2022.org. Ẹ máa assume pé gbogbo èèyàn tó ń wò wá ló ti sign petition. Ẹlòmíì kò sign, but ó ń ṣe Yorùbá nation. I just don't understand what you mean by pé ẹ fi sign. It has nothing to do with the federal government of that contraction. Some of you think Buhari is alive, dead or alive. Dead or alive. It's not because of Buhari that we want to go out of Nigeria. We want to be valued as human beings. I want you and myself not to have please do not post anything ominirayoruba2022.org on this platform. I've just got a message saying the URL go against our community standard. I don't know who has done that. Please do not. My platform is a platform that the government with the Southern of Sokoto that has a command center on Koikimedia. They want to bring it down. They're doing everything possibly best, but they just continue to fail. Do not post anything. I'm not sure whether somebody posted it, but do not post that link here. Rather, Elilosi Koikimedia.com. Tẹ́ bá ti dórí Koikimedia. Tẹ́ bá gbọ́ wọlé. Tẹ́ bá ti ṣí page yẹn. Ẹ ti rí picture tí mo kó síbẹ̀, more than 20. You click on any of those pictures, it takes you straight to Òmìnira Yorùbá, and I think that is more understandable. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, ẹ má post anything. Ẹ yọ kíní comment yẹn kúrò. Anybody tó bá fi Òmìnira Yorùbá 2022.org. I just got a message. That's why there was a flash on the system. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, we appreciate everybody that have sent us messages. We appreciate everybody that has composed one write-up. So many people might not get through to me. So many people have got through to me today. So many people will still try to get through to me. But it is not about me celebrating a birthday. It is about looking at the millions of the Yoruba people and even the non-Yorubas. Because some of you think that Yoruba then we care less about humanity. We are not as selfish as your politicians that are so happy. Thank you so much for that big super chat, Mr. or Mrs., because I wouldn't know whether it's Mr. or Mrs. Bila is about $99. It's quite a big money. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, Koiki. Thank you for enlightening and educating our people. Yoruba Nation now. Thank you so much. And it goes a long way. And so many people that have done the same quietly without us have to mention. And we are also doing our own. I might not be able to, some of you do get in touch. You need support, you need that. I always tell you, this platform doesn't have the money. But what I can dedicate my life for is what I am doing right now. I don't have to do this. I was not compelled. I, Olayomi Koiki, was not compelled to do this. And I'll tell you the meaning of compel. I was not forced. But like I said, for somebody that have left Nigeria for a very long time, just as so many people as well, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé náà ni mo mọ̀ pátápátá. Ẹni tó mọ̀ bá mọ̀ nínú jàǹgbára yìí, tẹ́yìn náà rẹ̀ mọ̀ mi, kò sí problem láàrin wa. Yorùbá kan náà ni gbogbo wa. Tẹ́ bá ní privilege pé bí a ti jọ sọ̀rọ̀, àjọ ń gbà wọ́n gbèsè, it's a privilege, and it's also a privilege to me. And a lot of people think that because the way I speak on the platform, I'm a very difficult person to communicate with. I'm just the ordinary same person. The only difference is I come out and tell you that messed up country ni ìlú yẹn. Ẹ má rò pé bóyá bàbá tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, ìṣe yẹn lè bá ilé sọ̀rọ̀ sábà. Some of you at random, I'm sure you can tell yourself, you send a message and I'll call you back, and you become very shocked. I'm just, I thought, there's no difference between me and you. Ẹ má rò pé bí àtòrí mi wà abroad. Bí àtàwọn tó kù tó bá ń sọ fún yín pé I'm better off ẹ̀yin. I am not better off any one of you at home. We're not better off you. It's just that the system tí ó ń operate ní that messed up geographical location, òun ló ń fún yín ní impression pé ọmọ aláyé ni bàbá yẹn mẹ́, òyìnbó máa ń sọ̀rọ̀, òyìnbó yẹn gan-an. Ìgbà tí mo dé ìlú yìí ni gbogbo yẹn change. And I've lived away from Nigeria for a very long time. So I could speak and it could be different. Does not mean that we are not the same. Ìkan ni gbogbo wa, because in tó ń pè ní gene, ẹmọ tó ń pè ní gene. Gene wa bí Ọlọ́run ṣe dá wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí Elédùmarè is the best. Gene in tó ń ràn lára wa ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀, ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó ń ràn lára wa. Kò dìgbà tó bá yẹ pé bàbá ẹ̀ ló bí èmi àbí ìyá ẹ̀ ló bí èmi. No. Ìyẹn ló ṣe ń pè wá ní ọmọ Yorùbá, and that nonsense sticker, and I'm not going to allow that anymore henceforth on this call. Ẹ ní pè lórí program kí n sọ pé ní Yorùbá kò mọ̀, máa gbà sí gidi fún yín ni. So ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa nísìn. Ẹ fẹ́ fi ọ̀nà kan sọ ni. It doesn't matter who you are. Ẹnu Yorùbá kò, ẹ lọ sọ nínú lẹ́yìn, ẹnu tèmi kò, ẹnu ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi kò, ẹnu àwọn tó lọ sign 5 million kò. Ká gbọ́dọ̀ tún máa sọ nonsense conversation yẹn pé ẹnu Yorùbá kò. Àwọn Yorùbá ọ̀dàlẹ̀ ni wọ́n. All those, we should leave that and face the real enemy. Yes, kò mí pa àwọn tí wọ́n support Yorùbá nation, they are our enemies. Ọ̀rọ̀ tí yé wọn débi tí wọ́n máa understand pé Nàìjíríà tó ń gbé kalẹ̀ tí ó wà ní abẹ́, mo ní láti really pin it dáadáa on that again. Nàìjíríà tó wà lábẹ́ Niger ló wà lókè, right? Libya lélẹ̀, ìyẹn ló ṣe máa ń rìnrìn jàǹgbà náà, wọ́n máa rìn wá láti ìsàlẹ̀ báyìí. Àwọn tó ń lọ Libya ọdẹ tí mo kí táwọn bá ti dé Libya wọ́n máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí cross wá sí orí omi tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá ti kú. Ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa, ẹ lè lọ sọ lórí show mi, but lórí ti Koikimedia látẹ̀ni lọ èèyàn kan ní pé kódà tí bá jẹ́ pé mo tètè gbọ́ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ń wò mí ẹ sọ pé but Koiki ó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, kódà tẹ́ni ẹ bá ti drop má pè padà má dẹ̀ gba sìgìtì fún. Let's stop all that. We have a big enemy that we are fighting, and that enemy is what we should face. The enemy that I traveled through the border when I was in Nigeria. Nígbà tí mo wá sílé, at least a couple of times. And do you know that the bastard tọ́kọ sí immigration yìí ó tún bí èmi pé ṣé ọmọ Nàìjíríà lèmi, even with the fucking shit old passport. Ó ń bí mi pé ṣé ọmọ Nàìjíríà ni wọ́n ṣá, because they don't see me and you as Nigerians. Ẹ̀yin lẹ ń rò pé Nàìjíríà ni, ẹ má bínú for that language. I know it's not a language that we should be using, but in the Western world is nothing. America wọ́n sọ lójoojúmọ́ ni, but I can understand, it's a language that, fuck báwo ṣe máa sọ fuck na, you will take that respect there. I understand, but it doesn't mean anything. So these nonsense people tọ́kọ sí, and that goes even up to the airport. Even going to the American passport, you go one béèrè lọ́wọ́ pé where are you coming from? I'm sure you know those kind of questions that you get when you, especially those that traveled. Once again, I appreciate I wish I can hug every one of you, and I'm sure some of you wants to hug me. But boy, most of my say wọ́n kò ní gbà sẹ́ẹ̀. Ti gbowó ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n pọ̀ sí lára mo ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Mo sọ pé sẹ́ kàkà kí Ìgbòho gba búlẹ̀tì yẹn, èmi á gba búlẹ̀tì Ìgbòho. Mo sọ fún pé màá dúró tì. Àlàáfíà dẹ̀ ni bàbá wa. Ìgbòho ṣá ìmọ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá kò ní yé wọn. Ẹ sọ fún wọn pé kò ní selection ní Nigeria ní 2023. Wọ́n lè ṣe ní North níbi tí British tó ti ṣe manipulation. I don't think some of you know the damage that this country that I'm living, as good as they might look like, tó bá scrutinize it dáadáa tó gbé ìgò sójú báyìí tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń bẹ̀tẹ̀, you will understand that this country is a messed up country that have done damage. All the Western world. Some of you don't know astrology. The world. Ṣẹ́rí àgbáyé tẹ̀ ń wò tí mo move by. Ṣé kó máa rotate ni? I máa rotate. There's a shift. Ó mì. Ẹkùn àgbò tó mì. Wọ́n ní kí ló máa ṣe? Òun lọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí. Kò ń ṣe Fúlàní tó wà nínú igbó ni mò ń bá jà. Tó bá yẹ pé Fúlàní tó wà nínú igbó là ń bá jà ni, kò bá tẹ̀ dá. Mò ń bá Fúlàní tó ń pè ní Sultan of Sokoto. Ẹ sọ fún dáadáa pé orúkọ mi Ọláyọmí Koikimedia. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ń wo program tí wọ́n gbé sórí program pé kẹ́ máa sọ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ ní Yorùbá, ten translate ẹ̀ fún wọn pé àwọn ọmọ bàbá wó lọ́wọ́, àwọn ọmọ tí Elédùmarè dá kalẹ̀, àwọn ọmọ tí ìlànà Mùsùlùmí àti Kìrìsìtẹ́nì àti ìṣiṣẹ́ṣe wọ́n náwọn kì í ṣe mọ́. Gbogbo tó wà láàárín àwa àtẹ̀yìn ó ti já kúrò. Okùn tí British tó fi dé. I have something I bought this in prepare for my rally. Ẹ̀rí okùn yìí tẹ̀ ń wò yìí bó ṣe dé Nàìjíríà nìyẹn. Let me open one and just give you. You know I like practical. Ibi tí bá dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ sí, mo kàn rántí pé mo ní mo ṣe ra ilé mi. Ó ní iṣẹ́ tó fẹ́ ṣe níjọ́ June 12. June 12 máa wáyé ní Canada. Ó ti send the flyer sí mi. Ó máa wáyé ní France. Àwa kọ́ la máa ní kẹ́ lọ ṣe June 12. Ẹ̀yin lẹ máa sọ pé sẹ́ ẹ̀yin náà fẹ́ ṣe rally. Yàtọ̀ sí ìlú tí kò bá gbà yín láyè. Ẹ má stress ara yín. Ẹ kàn lè lọ sí Burger King àbí McDonald's kẹ́ jókòó kẹ́ wọṣọ Yorùbá Nation kẹ́ dẹ̀ má sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ má pariwo púpọ̀ kẹ́ take picture ẹ̀yin náà ti ṣe rally nìyẹn. But a máa unveil nǹkankan fún àwọn èèyàn wa on behalf of Koikimedia. Ẹni tó bá wá ló máa feel but ẹni tó bá wá ẹ gbọ́ abẹ́ rí máa fi sílẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. This is ayé Nigeria. I'm not pointing finger at anybody. This is Nigeria. Kí lẹ rò pé ó ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú bíbá nínú thread ten wò yìí? Ẹ̀yin tí a máa ṣojú òpó ọmọ Oòduà ó dáa pé ìyàwó akọ̀ràn send ṣé láti Amẹ́ríkà lè mo dá àbíkọ nọ́mbà yẹn Amẹ́ríkà ni ẹjọ́ tó bá yẹ pé ẹni tó bá wà ní UK tẹ bá ní spare phone ọmọ Oòduà ti gbé fóònù ẹ̀ lọ nísìn àjọ máa ń tákù ara wa nínú ilé ni ẹ̀dẹ̀rùn kí mo ní ti bá ti ń ṣe program tó di pé fóònù ni mò ń lò laptop yẹn ní ìyẹn mo sọ pé ṣe rí BBC tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń rí tó ń operate yẹn wọ́n ní machine tó pọ̀ ẹ má kàn fi pé Koiki ṣe bó ní laptop tó fi ń broadcast kí ló tún ná fẹ́ laptop fún no. I need a powerful one again and stream nísìn 24 bó ṣe máa wà tí bá parí bó ṣe máa wà tílẹ̀ máa fi mọ́ nìyẹn 24 hours ni kò ń ṣọpọ́ rọ̀ pé oúnjẹ náà a máa sanwó náà yẹn kọ́ ni. So now I'm using a mobile phone and I'm using one laptop here but it's still not enough. Nọ́mbà yìí lè nísìn ó la máa fi gba call fóònù yìí ìyàwó kan náà ló fi ránṣẹ́ sí mi láti Dublin Ọlọ́run that was some few months back. You might think that Koiki boy ìbò ní fóònù rẹpẹtẹ now but it's still not enough. Eléyìí nísìn tàbí ń ṣe Instagram òun ni nọ́mbà tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ sí tí wọ́n sọ pé public number pé ẹ má pè yẹn púpọ̀ you know and now ẹ wo kíní tẹ̀ ń wò yìí. Let's say this is Nigeria. How does this look like? The explanation. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Ọláyọmí Koiki. Ṣẹ̀rí wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń pè nísìn. And that's where the problem starts because people want to call in and I'm going to have to open the phone line. So, and that means we're that is phone that means we would have to be I'm a short-change lale. What is going to happen is I'm a shut down Twitter. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Twitter ẹ máa láti lọ sórí Instagram. So Instagram Ọláyọmí Koiki Instagram kan la máa fi operate nísìn. Is either you go on Facebook, you go on YouTube so that we can start taking calls. Okay? So if you're watching now on Olayomi Koiki, you're not going to miss anything. Just join Koikimedia because I'm going to stop the Twitter now because machine is spare phone call, but I can lose 2 broadcasts to your command stream simultaneously because Elomi on a Facebook account and they're not interested to have one. So I'm going to stop this one so that I can take calls from all the 2 numbers and I'm going to start here straight away. Intern wo mi lórí Ọláyọmí Koiki ìyàwó Jùmọ̀kẹ́ Ọ̀bíà àǹtí wa ìyàwó náà ni gbogbo obìnrin pátápátá ìyàwó lẹ jẹ́ kò sọ́bìnrin kankan tó kéré gbogbo yín ni mo rí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní Cairo náà pátápátá gbogbo bíi tí ẹ bá wà ni mo ti ń kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi lórí Ọláyọmí Koiki. The Koikimedia Instagram have started. Just go there and follow the conversation so that we can open the phone line. Mo fẹ́ fi eléyìí ṣe example and then the last bí bá ṣe ní strength sí abẹ́rẹ́ sí take calls lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí tí n bá kíyàn kankan máa kí ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ because ìyẹn wà important tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n ti flush mi dànù ní jọ́nà lọ́hùn ni kò likely pé a máa jókòó báyìí ìyẹn kan ní kí bá sẹ pé ibi ni máa gba bullet fún Ìgbòho pé gbogbo ọ̀ ní gba bullet àdúpẹ́ fọlọ́hùn but just to tell you that we are not joking but I can understand. So let's now start taking the calls. This is tangled. This is what Nigeria looks like. It's a tangled country. The numbers are all known to you. For those of you that would like to call in, I know we're just going into midnight, and I'm sure a lot of you would like to say happy birthday and all that. We can understand. I appreciate that. Okay, link will bury. Please send me the link. What link? Say Ominira link. Specify. That's the caller that sent a message. I wouldn't know what link. There's a lot of link, but let me assume is the Ominira Yoruba you're asking for. Well, I appreciate everyone that have shown me love. Big, small, kódà títí dé Benin Republic, èèyàn mi Yorùbá 2022.org ni o, kò kí n ṣe.com.org. This is tangled. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, I understand, ìyàwó tó ní kí n má sọ pé máa gba bullet fún gbòòwò yẹn kankan ní, no, GSI should not be arrested o. Ta ló ń wọlé ti sọ yẹn? Ẹ má máa gbọ́ fake news. Koikimedia kan ló máa fún yín ní any news lórí Ìgbòho. Any other one is a counterfeit. Fact ilẹ̀ gbọ́ lẹ́nu bí ẹ. Mo kí ìyàwó Kọ́míṣọ́lá kò gbọ́dọ̀ kó ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun, kò ní bàjẹ́ fún mi. Mo máa kí àwọn ìyàwó bàbá wa Chief Sunday Igboho, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo ń kí àwọn ọmọ wọn lọ́tún lókìzè. It is symbolized bondage. Okay. Looking at these, right? I'm not pointing finger at anybody. I'm just using these as a, maybe I should, because it might look like I'm pointing finger. Let's leave it this way like that. At least I'm not pointing finger. What do you think this looks like? This is Nigeria. Mokile and Konsiyami Funke Yalaje. Thank you so much. Mode Kibubo Inti and women no. At a beautiful, beautiful sisters were a fine, fine woman. See, for one reason or the other, Nigeria ti dàbí ìgbà tó yẹ pé ẹlòmíì gan tẹ̀ ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ pé irú ilé ayé wo ló ń wá báyìí. Ẹ understand táwọn obìnrin wá ń go through. Ẹ rò pé easy kọ́bìnrin kó má ní ọkọ nílé nítorí pé ìyàwó ti ọ́zù lọ. Ọkọ àwọn bàbá tí wọ́n gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ nígbà táwọn ń gbé ayé tí ìyàwó wà lọ́nà tó jìn, tọkọ wà lọ́nà tó jìn. Ẹ rò pé easy. Ẹ wá ní ṣìnà lè ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin àwọn kan. Because we the Yorubas only pattern bí a ṣe ń gbélé ayé wa. Ẹlòmíì ò tí rí ìyàwó ẹ̀ for the last 3 years. No, ó dà pé àwọn ẹ̀wọ̀n sọ pé kí nǹkan má damage. I don't think some of you understand. Ẹlòmíì kò tí ì fi lọ́mọ ẹ̀ pé kí irú tẹ́sí máa ń gbọ́mọ Oòduà yẹn ó ń dun àwọn kan nígbà yà ni. Tíyàn ti sọnù lọ bí òkò. Ẹlòmíì ti kú nínú jọ́nì yẹn. Ìyàwó mọ̀ pé ó ti kú. Ọkọ náà mọ̀ pé ìyàwó ti kú. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí àwọn backend team wọn send message sí mi, so mo ní láti lọ wo kíní. Okay, what is the purpose of the message? Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, the number is already out for those of you. I'm going to call it out as well as usual. +44 74 04 405 917. Tó bá dé pé the second number, lè fẹ́ pè ní. That is fine as well. Can you send a message? I don't know why the call came through. It doesn't matter. It's just the bigger picture. It's not streamline it. I do that all the time. I've told you that already. So it doesn't show exactly. Anyway, it's just the surroundings. I think we're already getting calls. Let me return this call. As much as tabale lọ ní lálẹ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin tí Mr. Koikimedia máa báṣẹ́ lọ, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kúkú ní kí n sọ̀rọ̀, but a máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín náà ni ẹ̀yin big uncles mi. Ẹ ti wà lórí line pẹ̀lú mi lálẹ́. Mo mọ̀ bí ẹ̀ ń wo Bashiru Mustapha, mo cite, thank you so much èèyàn mi dáadáa. Ó ti sọ fún mi bí ọ̀ ń bọ̀ ní London, Bashiru Mustapha. Mo ní láti mọ̀. I keep asking you, you don't respond. Àbófin wà ní òfin kárìíra. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ẹ ti wà lórí live show pẹ̀lú mi. Go ahead.
And Well, me more time to one in London, but
we are 5 minutes to 12. More than 20 one, maybe around 6 or 5 a.m. depending on the state of our.
It's nice talking to you again. Happy birthday to you. And I shop well. I really commend you for what you do.
Thank you so much.
And maybe that day, I watched Bigger Than Africa,
yes.
and I really learned a lot. I wrote a lot of things down from that documentary.
Yes.
I watched it with my family, and all my children asked a lot of questions. They were thinking, well, Yoruba is a country already.
Wow.
With what they saw.
Wow.
And I told them that we are almost there, that we are actually there right now.
Yes.
Because they really asked me a lot of questions watching that movie. And I really like what you said about people stereotyping the Yorubas. You cannot bring a group of people together and address them as though they are one.
Benny.
Benny. We were Nigeria, London, America. Millions of people together. And them are addressing one way back on
Benny.
So and I like the attitude that you are looking you are looking at things that there are many beautiful and well-behaved Yorubas all across the globe.
Yes.
That is why we are thriving everywhere we go.
Definitely.
In Trinidad and Tobago,
definitely.
In Cuba, I was amazed when I watched that documentary.
Yeah, Trinidad Tobago was a there was quite a lot of things that I noted down as well, just as she saw, but go ahead. It's quite a very, very interesting documentary, and I will advise a lot of people to go and watch it. It's called Bigger Than Africa. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes. Okay. Mumbo.
I was so proud to call myself a Yoruba man.
Yeah.
Because we watched that movie together, we were able to discuss about it. Because so she was born here and she grew up here. But at the same time, we couldn't not learn
a lot.
Culture.
Around tó ń gbé l'Amẹ́ríkà tó yẹ pé àwọn èèyàn tẹ̀ gbé nígbé Amẹ́ríkà ìgbé ayé Yorùbá láwọn yẹn ń gbé. It's just amazing. Interesting.
Yeah. Mo rí mo ṣe ń dín àkàrà gbogbo oríṣiríṣi ṣe ń lọ ní Nigeria. That's Nigerian, that's Yoruba style. With love, with respect, with humility for elders. And like Barolong, we are there right now. I can't wait for a day that Yoruba nation is going to be, the flag is going to be flown, and we are all going to be jubilating.
Thank you so much, Eshegoni. And that is one out of so many. Look, you don't have to agree with my views and my presentation. Some like it, like Baba and Soro, no. But I just want us to learn the bit. Look, I have lived away from that messed up country for so long. This is another very beautiful mother. Aṣọ wọn ní mo fi dá mọ̀ because mo like fabric wọn yìí. Aṣọ pọ̀lọpọ̀ ni.
Aṣọ pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọdún láyé nínú owó nínú ìdẹ̀ra nínú ẹ̀mí gígùn àtàlàfíà o. Ẹ̀mí gígùn àtàlàfíà. Mr. Koiki, mo fẹ́ bèrè kankan. Ṣé àwọn ọba wa yẹn wọ́n ti wo documentary Bigger Than Africa?
Mo ìbí agbítẹ̀ tí wà lágbára o. Bí a máa láti ní kọ́ lọ gba Netflix kan wo ni o. Kọ́ lè mọ̀ pé heritage tó ń gbádànù yìí.
Ẹ̀yẹ́ kò wò tó bá sì ní máìtì tó ń yá jẹ́ pé apààyàn ni wọ́n. Ó kọ́ ni mo sọ fún yìí. Ètò gbogbo Yorùbá wá tó bá ní Netflix ẹ lọ wọlé yẹn. Ẹ bá wa sọ àwọn ọba wa kọ́ọ̀tù. Ó tó fífẹ́ yẹn ṣé káwọn wà ní ẹjọ́ wo lè tí káwọn ní pẹ̀lú ọ̀wọ́ kọ́tọ̀ wo tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Àbí nǹkan tí mo sọ sí yẹn.
A ti sàn kan nù. Ọlọ́mọ yẹn ká sàn kan nù.
rí ti Sultan of Sokoto yẹn apààyàn nìyẹn náà ṣé mọ̀ pé wọ́n ní 20 oil pump ló ní nílẹ̀ yìí àtìlẹ̀ Yorùbá ó lè jẹ́ ká lọ ọ̀rìn alápámá ṣiṣẹ́ owó àwọn pàtó ló fi ní. Sultan of Sokoto ò ní láìkí wa bí wọ́n gbọ́ show Sultan of Sokoto we are living. Yeah. Go and work for your money. Then. That oil pump you have belongs to the South. It doesn't belong to your stupid nuts, Sokoto, that is killing people. Sultan of Sokoto, go away. We are going to leave. All the Sultan are going to leave. Go and get busy. We can't be feeding you and your Somali side or whatever. We can't be feeding you people. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you feel. If you hear my voice, I don't want to talk about it. Don't you pass on you want to report on my thing. Oh no, book up by your near. Because the translators here. Oh, ladies, Sultan of Sokoto here. Oh, you tomorrow now. Everywhere walk for Sultan of Sokoto here. Come on, to take our Muslim without
on LO picture tó wà lórí Twitter àwọn UK High Commission nígbà tí Queen lọ sí Nigeria in 1956 òun àti Saudana. So I'm just thinking so I'm just thinking that nígbà tí Queen lọ sí Nigeria in 1956 here whereas for them fáwọn bàbá Olówó àti Zik ní pẹ̀sẹ̀ wọ́n fún wọn
ṣiṣẹ́ odò ẹ̀jẹ̀ wọn ayé kọ̀tọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí àwọn ọba wa ìjọba olùbà fún wa yọ wọ́n fún wọn fún àwọn ọba wa gbọ́ ọdún fífẹ́ yẹn ní 5 billion wọ́n fún Sultan lọ sí kó almost 20 million lóṣù ṣé àwọn náà fífẹ́ yẹn gbogbo ọdẹ ìwọ gbogbo yẹn ṣá ní àwọn tó yẹ pé ilẹ̀ South lọ ti mẹ́kẹ̀.
máa yàn nǹkan wọn àǹtí mi yàn nǹkan wọn rárá.
wẹ́ẹ́ Sultan of Sokoto
àti on the right track àwa ni ká make sure pé we don't relent.
Sultan is leaving. All the South are leaving. Go and get your people and get your hands to work. We can't continue feeding you the nuts.
Thank you so much. The line is now officially open for your own engagement, for your own interactive, for your own advice. You know, we do take advice. When we come here because our lunch program, our land define. No, you know, sometimes I say things. I understand, you know, and that means that we are taking and Tebadelo will be at Abere 2 years ago. Titi the Wakati, Erikpe in Conti, Oti change the you just Erikpe, Babami, Prophet, Omoba Biodun. Mo ti pè yín padà náà a kò mí sara wa ni ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò sà. Ẹ kálẹ́ bàbá mi aṣọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀mí ẹ ṣé gan ni sà ẹ ṣé gan ni sà àmín ẹ ṣé gan ni àmín Jésù Kristi
ayé ò ní mú yín
àmín
a ò ní lu gbogbo ayé lè fún yín o ẹni bá ń pè ẹ̀dá ayé ilẹ̀ aláàbò.
Àmín.
Bá ẹ̀dínlẹ̀ tó wá lórí ẹ máa gòkè lọ.
Àmín.
Lórí ìgbìmọ̀ tó bá gbìmọ̀ pọ̀ tó náà ń fẹ́ fi ń ṣẹlẹ́yà ọmọ ọ̀run kó fún wọn ṣẹlẹ́yà. Ẹ ti kó ọ̀pọ̀ ènìyàn fún òdìmọ̀ ìtọ́jú àti ìdààmú. Orúkọ Jésù kò ní jẹ́ tìrà.
Àmín Jésù Kristi.
Àlórúkọ Jésù ẹ láyọ̀ ẹ ní ìbùkún ọlọ́run ilẹ̀ kò ìbùkún kó sílẹ̀ fún wa. Bí ẹ ti wọnú oṣù kẹfà. Orúkọ Jésù
Àmín Jésù Kristi. Àmín Jésù Kristi. Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá mi. Thank you so much. Bàbá wa nìyẹn ní tíyàn bá gbọ́ analysis wọn ẹ mọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ ń bẹ ní ẹnu wọn. Mo ń try láti pè é padà but apparently I'm not sure why. You can also try the second number. Gbogbo ẹni tí ẹ bá fẹ́ pe nọ́mbà tí a ní lọ́wọ́ ẹ tún lè pè the second number. Àgbàlagbà oyè ẹgbọ́n sókè.
Ẹ kálẹ́ o Mr. Koiki ẹ kú ọdún òní ẹ kú ọjọ́ bí òní.
Kẹ́ tó máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ ìyá wa consent message wọ́n ní tí mo fẹ́ wọ̀nyí tí mo ní mo fẹ́ mọ ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà lélẹ̀ bí Nàìjíríà ṣe rí lélẹ̀ so à ń tú pẹ́rẹpẹ̀rẹ ni it will take a time but at the final stage yẹn ìyá wa yẹn ní it looks like a cobweb thread. You don't know where it starts, where it is starting or it's ending. But àwa máa mọ ending ni ibi tá gbé dání. Ẹgbọ́n sókè alàgbà wa à ń gbọ́ yín.
Ẹ kálẹ́.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò.
Ẹ kálẹ́ sà. Ẹ ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọdún láyé.
Láṣẹ ìdè máa rẹ̀.
Ẹni fi ẹ ẹni fi lè ṣàṣemọ.
Àmín.
Pẹ̀lú ògo Ọlọ́run. So nǹkan tí èmi fẹ́ gbọ́dọ̀ dúpẹ́ ìjọ Sunday náà èmi ni.
No. Kò ká mọ́ ẹ má go through ẹ má tún sọ yẹn ẹ má sọ yẹn necessary.
Okay. Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ni pé ṣé láwọn ọ̀rọ̀ bá wa yẹn. Èmi fẹ́ mo ti mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe wọ́n. Ó ti yé nǹkan tó ń ṣe wọ́n ni pé nígbà táwọn tí wọ́n gba ìṣẹ̀ṣe lọ́wọ́ wa tán gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn tó colonize wa lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn àwọn ìjọba wa náà tún wá ṣe finishing débi pé àwọn náà parí gbogbo nǹkan yẹn mọ́ ọ lọ́wọ́. Ìbò fowó rà lọ́wọ́ wọn àwọn ìjọba tó tún kù náà àwọn náà tún wá fowó rà lọ́wọ́ wọn ìwọ̀nba tó tún ṣẹ́kù wọ́n tún wá fowó rà lọ́wọ́ wọn. Ó ti yẹ so èmi ò rí gbogbo lónìí mo ti ní àwọn iṣẹ́ kankan tí mo ṣe lónìí gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn tí mo polówó fún. Pé a máa ṣe àjẹ ní ju 12 ẹ lọ sórí YouTube ẹ lọ sọ́dọ̀ Koiki ìyẹn dára àwọn máa ṣú ẹ̀ sókè iná máa go through lọ́nbẹ̀ mélòó tí mo ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ní gẹ́gẹ́ bí lónìí. So Ọlọ́run wa ṣe pẹ̀lú ògbọ́dọ̀ àmàdélẹ̀ lérí inshallah pẹ̀lú ògbọ́dọ̀ ìgbàgbọ́ mi pẹ̀lú gbàgbọ́ tí náà agbóhadélẹ̀ lérí pẹ̀lú ògbọ́dọ̀. So nǹkan tẹ́mi kọ́ fẹ́ rò pé June 12 yẹn gẹ́gẹ́ bí meeting tí mo lọ lónìí àwọn náà prepare ní zone wa pé bóyá àwọn náà lè ṣe ní Nàìjíríà bíbá.
ẹ má give too much detail lọ́dọ̀ tí so gbogbo tẹ bá fẹ́ ṣe kó bá wọn lójijì náà ni ẹ má ti give too much detail ẹ má ṣe pàdé yẹn lọ mo àwọ̀ ẹ̀ pa àwọn kan náà ṣe pàdé kan but I ní give too much details lè lórí so ẹ ní give too much details ẹ ṣe gan ni.
mo ṣe follow yín kò sí wàhálà.
No problem ẹ ṣe gan ni mo máa kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá ẹbí akíngbé máàpù mi sẹ́yìn ẹ̀rọ àpò ti súnmọ́ mi jù kó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yẹn ó ti wà fáréwé bẹ́ẹ̀ nọ́mbà méjèèjì náà mo fi ń gba call ẹ mọ̀ pé special day náà la ṣe ń ṣe bàbá Ìbàdàn ẹ má tó jẹ́ mẹ́ta bàbá Ìbàdàn ẹ kújọ́ mẹ́ta ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò sà.
Bàbá àgbàdo bàbá gbọ́ ọ̀rà ni o.
Bàbá gbọ́ ọ̀rà ni o. Ìkan náà ni gbogbo ẹ̀ ẹgbọ́n sókè mo ń gbọ́ yín sà.
Ìjọba pẹ̀lú ó jàre ẹkú ọdún ẹkú yèdún náà ẹ̀mí wá ṣe púpọ̀.
Àmì àláwọ̀ mo dá yín náà.
Ẹkú ọdún ẹkú yèdún ẹ̀mí wá ṣe púpọ̀.
láti lọ zip omi díẹ̀ ni. Àmì ẹ ṣé gan ni thank you so much.
Kí ni ká sọ́njọ́ yẹn? Mo sick díẹ̀ ni.
Mo rántí ẹ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún mi Ọlọ́run túbọ̀ fún yín lálàáfíà. Ọlọ́run fún yín lálàáfíà.
Kíní mẹ́rin òun ni mo send.
Ok ọ̀dà.
Ó ti wà ń bẹ̀ mo dẹ̀ send receipt sí yín. So ó ní nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ ká yín sọ ní ẹ̀yìn ètò tẹ́ bá.
Tó bá parí màá pè yín kí n tó sùn ẹ̀yin ṣé wà wait dáadáa Amẹ́ríkà lẹ́yìn wa màá pè yín láti ṣetán.
Yeah.
All right, sir. I share okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Let us see. We're still taking all the calls so that we can now allow all our listeners to add into the conversation. Mo ń bẹ̀ tó ń pè láti Nàìjíríà. Ẹ káalẹ́ Mr. Ade mo ní pé ìtókùtàn. Ẹgbọ́n sókè sir. Hello, sir. Wow. Okay. Let's come down this side. Location 9. It could be sometime like that. Hello, caller. Okay, line méjèèjì. Have a lot of domini. Not possibly. Okay, that one has failed. This one is not reconnecting back. Let's keep trying. You will get through. I'll still have a bit of strength. Maybe till the 1 o'clock. Then I'm gonna have to wind the show down. So we take as many calls. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sí Benin Republic. 229.
Ọ̀gá mi, White Lion.
Bàbá àgbà.
Ẹ̀kú ètò náà.
Ètò nìyẹn. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò.
Ẹ̀kú ẹ̀wọ̀n ọjọ́ ìjọ ní.
Àṣọpọ̀.
Ẹ bá wọn ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìláyé.
Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
Inú ẹ̀mí gbogbo.
Àmín.
Inú àlàáfíà.
Àmín.
Inú àjì.
Àmín.
Òkè àrílè ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ kẹ́dẹ̀ ṣe fún wa gan ni.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Thank you so much.
Ọlá yín ní gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá fi tají lójú oorun.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Ọmọ àgbàlagbà ìpè lágbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Ìgbàkigbà tí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá alọ́pàá tẹ̀ wá lọ́wọ́.
Àmín.
Àní wáyé tì ń bẹ̀.
Àmín Ọlọ́run.
Ẹ̀mí ayélujára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run.
Àmín.
Ẹ̀yìn àwọn ọmọdé náà. Màmá tó bí ó jèrè yín. Ẹni sọ́kùnmọ́ lójú báyìí.
Àmín.
Ẹjọ́
Eshegoni.
Molekini.
Thank you so much. Eshegoni. Ashopolopo. I appreciate. Thank you so much. Boma Kibubu Enyo Patapata ni Benin Republic. We have a new caller on the line. Hello, caller, Mr. Samson. Ekabo Surieto. Babagwa.
Hello.
Eminia.
Money to put on there, to put on copy, be any cages.
Okay.
Ṣé ẹ tó sọ̀rọ̀ ní ẹ̀kan pé àwọn prepare fún bíi ten sọ̀rọ̀ di kìíní tó ṣé wọ́n ní group tí wọ́n lè join.
Okay, state wo lẹ́yìn wà.
Tó ní kàn wó.
State wo lẹ́wà. Moment tó ń sọ̀rọ̀. Lagos State. Ẹ pè mí lẹ́yìn ètò. Ẹ pè mí lẹ́yìn ètò. Moment tó ń sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ pè mí lẹ́yìn ètò, Mr. Samson. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn ètò. All right then. Okay. All right. We're still taking the calls. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ fi, billions of prayers, láti fi ránṣẹ́ sí wa. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín, mo appreciate it. And those that says as well, on this platform, it is no retreat, no surrender until we get to the final stage. And we will run it 24/7. We will run it even if it's as painful. Court case in Boni Oshogbo. So to live broadcast. I got a sort of Bishop additional. Egbon Soke. Ekabo. Awani. Yeah.
Explain these on the issue of Awamba.
Okay.
Yeah. See, about by level after declaration.
Okay.
Awamba Lama screen.
Okay.
Because Tiamba Coffee won't let there come continue on my that slavery on buying go introduce corruption pada. So we are not saying we are going to kill them. I want you to buy Kula. Everything will come down to zero or anything. I'm screen everybody. About your support to Ile Yoruba. They go to ask him question. Why to fi support he? I want to job power. So if he has no reasonable answer for it, Ashela Tori table should give him to go away and never to be the king over that people. Konyo over me. So new life can start.
Okay.
That one is better. So Toba Lori Uishi, you pay Dodoni on the bar Akiti Kokolo Atibe, not in my so you have from Wiposhin Kuro ni George B. Manosafio.
Okay.
Torí a máa finish ẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá jẹ́ ọba tó jẹ́ pé ó ṣe dáadáa. Ní screening yẹn gan làwọn tí wọ́n máa give testimony ipa tó kù lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Aláwọn ọba tó gbìyànjú like that. But kì í ṣe irú àwọn ọba wèrè kan tó tún máa sọ́kọ àwọn èèyàn Yorùbá lójú. Wípé àwọn ò sọpọ́ọ̀tì Yorùbá tó tún lọ ń kó Fúlàní sábẹ́ tó tún fẹ́ fi Fúlàní joyè tí Fúlàní dẹ̀ ń pọ̀ mọ́ Yorùbá. So tá a bá gba ilẹ̀ wa tán a lè jẹ́ ká irú àwọn ọba bẹ́ẹ̀ kó tún wà lórí ìtẹ́ náà. So we're gonna set up a panel to screen all the kings. So anyone found not favorable to your darling fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àti tẹ̀ not ma disqualify ẹ̀ pé bàbá ẹ̀ kúrò lórí àgbèrè straight káwọn ará ìlú yín kan lọ yan ọba míì ẹ̀tọ́ fọ́ba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. So and program tẹ́ sọ pé a máa ṣe mo fẹ́ kẹ́ fún mi ní particular time so I can prepare.
We run that program before the week runs down. Myself and you come on the program, and then you run the program.
So how kings how they are going to contribute in our federal Yoruba system. So people are more.
Definitely.
So but kì í ṣe àwọn ọba ọ̀dàlẹ̀ táwọn rí wọ̀nyí. Ipò ọba wa ó àwọn tí wọ́n mọ ìtàn tó yẹ pé politician kan fi wọ́n sórí oyè wọ̀nyí ọba míì máa sá lọ kò ní padà wálé mọ́.
Okay, all right. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. A sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín ẹ máa rántí pé Bishop Adesina ni àjọṣe nígbà tó wá sọ́dọ̀ chief ní the Easter and the Good Friday ní ìgbà tí mo wà nílé ní last year. Hello caller, ẹ bá máa ṣe ní kíákíá aago kan precisely la máa end program mi so that èmi náà lè ní enough rest. Go ahead. Ẹ go ahead.
Mo sáré nǹkan kún ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo bá ń sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan ni. Ní pé tọ́lọ́ba ti gba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wa fún wa. Ṣé rí àwọn afọ̀bàjẹ́ náà àwọn náà dáhùn tó pọ̀ jù lẹ́ẹ̀bẹ̀. Because of pé ẹ ti máa gbà pé Muslim lè kọ̀ọ̀kan. Ẹ tó bá ti jẹ́ pé ẹ̀yìn ní pé ká fún àkólọ sí church kó lọ sí ẹ̀.
Ẹni sọ̀rọ̀ kọ́lá ẹni sọ̀rọ̀ ẹgẹ́ ni sọ̀rọ̀ tán. Ẹni sọ̀rọ̀ ẹni tó tí mo ṣe pè ní sẹ́yìn ẹni sọ̀rọ̀ Mr. Ade ẹni sọ̀rọ̀ ẹni tó sọ̀rọ̀ kó sọ̀rọ̀ tán. Oya go ahead. Ẹ̀yẹn parí go ahead.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn afọbajẹ́ náà ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn náà dá wàhálà tó pọ̀ jù lẹ́nu.
Okay. Àwọn afọbajẹ́.
Ẹ máa wo bí àwọn míì tó máa wà nílùú ìbò sọ̀rọ̀ pa ní táwọn kankan nípa ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ní lórílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá.
All right. I think his line is very bad, so we're struggling to get hold of what he wants to say, but I'm sure it's the same thing. Oba issue is always a very critical one. But a lot of things will definitely change. Maybe the reason táwọn ọba ọ̀ṣẹ́fẹ́ dá sí nìyẹn, but àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn ti ń dá sí nísìn underground. It goes okay, Mr. Ade. I'll get through Sri Lanka properly.
Congratulations. Many, I'm wishing you many, many years ahead.
Thank you so much.
You will not die in the war.
Amen.
You will survive.
Amen.
You know my name.
Yeah, I know. I will overcome
you. You overcome. You understand? You will be an overcomer. You see, a lot of people will talk here and there that well, number one, which Yoruba culture, we have to respect our culture, and then many things. So you could be actually 100% good.
Yeah.
I won't come out. But you are saying, "I'll come out to get on tackle Yoruba nation." I'll come out. But you got to buy detail. You got to come out.
Ben.
I'll come out. To get pay. Clear. Cook shelle. Cook can't jade. They just need something that will trigger them.
Ben.
So everybody have.
It's a moving train, so we don't expect everybody to accept it straight away.
So everybody will talk and this and that. We just need to do as a Yoruba people do sons. It's for us to accept one voice, just like a slogan that is say one customer, one voice. If you can tell our people, our youth, our women, our elders, okay, this is what is happening, this is what we are going to do. Even our uppers, by the time with the youth are talking, they will come up. Okay, let's do it. How can we do it? I'm not in support making go back on, no. It's a so our culture should respect our tradition.
Definitely.
So in this way, anybody, what I want us to do now, because I want to look at by chance or more where they are doing this.
Hold on, I can hear.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
On my first solo, on my family, maybe they might be security agents, or they say, okay, where are they doing this? So-called law technique. We have to be very cautious of all these things. We have to be very, very cautious. Yoruba, they are not loud.
Yeah.
But they have this thing on Koton. So we have to be very cautious, very, very extra caution of what to say, what to do, and we shouldn't tell them our way.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because the moment they know our way, they will go and wait for us, and then they're gonna stop it, and exactly what we must avoid. And that is something that I was able to control, especially after 2 years. you know, when we first started. But now it's more about educating people and the advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, in different places. Go ahead.
Like me, maybe I've told you that personally myself, there was a time I was in public Benin. I talked to many from Fabe to Mawolati, Idiroko, Ketunko. The way all of them respond, talking about the Yoruba nation, they even wish, they wish, I don't know, but if you I don't but they wish they are. So we have to be very cautious.
Thank you so much.
So, brother, step by step.
That's fine. So let's take another caller. Thank you so much. And we appreciate all our callers this morning. It's now 20 minutes past. Ani Yawano contacti da Sorieto. Everyone's okay. I'm going on. Okay. Chorimo, save number will be by no shame. No. Go ahead. Not at all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Morembe Walata, thanks so much. 1 o'clock, we definitely have to wind it down because more need that strength too much. Lale, it's been a marathon, and sometimes I need the body to rest back. Hello, caller. Everyone's okay, Baba mi. Baba. Adúpẹ́ fẹ́lẹ́ Dumari. Àwa nìyẹn. Ashegoni. Thank you so much. Hold on, and don't wait. Ami. Ashegoni. Mundailo. Ami. Ashedumari. Ashegoni. Thank you so much. Nemala olórí Netflix ni Kolowa. Bigger than Africa ni, yeah. Documentary to lágbára tẹgbàdo ẹni tó bá ti wò báyìí kò lè mountains ó gbọ́dọ̀ lọ wò ẹni tó bá ní access to Netflix wà important bigger than Africa. No problem. Tẹ bá ti wò ẹ alẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí.
Okay. Then mo sọ ọkọ lánàá lórí ètò mo sọ jẹ́ pé ká ṣe pass the vote of no confidence.
Yeah, I know you said so, yeah.
We need it. Okay. So whenever they are necessarily rich, I'm read the following thing we want to pass the vote of no confidence on them.
Okay. I'm sure that will be looked into, and then when the appropriate channel think it's something that they would have to put out, I'm sure they will tell us, and we would have to say it. When that time comes. Okay. Eshegoni, thanks so much. Okay. I have a new caller on the line. Eshegoni Babawa. No problem. Mujeri, Eshegoni. Caller to pay for me 10 seconds. Mr. Fabro, you said your comment here says, and I want to read it out because it says something to do with referendum, which I have to tell everybody again not to think about any referendum on board. And Mr. Koiki, is referendum fully completed? I'm not sure where you ever got a message or any information on our platform, or maybe somebody else's platform, that referendum has been fully completed. There's nothing like a referendum has been fully completed. What has been completed is the petition, which is the 5 million that has been completed. It is still ongoing, but the process now is the next stage. And the next stage is we don't have any reason to wait for anybody before a Yoruba nation can be declared. Yes, there will be other areas and things that needs to be done. So we are not doing referendum. So I think that explained that. Emma Binukola, go ahead, listen. Go ahead, Ekale.
Yeah, Ekale.
Yeah.
Àpọ̀jọ́ bí náà.
Aṣọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀.
Ní a ṣe púpọ̀.
Láṣẹ
Ìgbà ọdún ìṣẹ́jú kan ló máa jẹ́ fún yín.
Thank you so much.
Gbogbo wa ní gbogbo ọmọ tí kìíní kan máa kó jáde ló máa kó wọlé lọ́nà máa ṣe fún wa.
Tákàdá bá kó wọnú epo ló máa kó jáde ni.
Ní sọnù mọ́ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Àṣẹ o.
Yẹ́rí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ọba ọ̀nù ọba yẹn.
Okay.
Ẹgbẹ́ ká fi títí wọn yẹn ká dẹ́gbẹ́ kan.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ṣé tá bá ti èmi nígbàgbọ́ tá bá ti rí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tá bá ti rí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá gbà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Èmi ní ìgbàgbọ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Wípé epo á ké bí epo.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ẹ̀yà ké bí ẹyẹ.
Everything ma reset. A lot of them are reset.
Ó máa reset.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ṣé títí táwọn ọba yẹn ẹ máa rí àwọn náà tap last. Nígbà tó yí local government bá ń sanwó fún ọba. Ṣé pé oṣù bá ti parí ọba ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbọ́n lọ sí local government tó lè jẹun. So tẹ bá ń bá sọ ìbánisọ̀ kò ní Nàìjíríà. Ipe lára owó tó yẹ kó rí lára àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kó bá lé. Gbọ̀ngàn náà ló ń yọ fún. Nígbà tí ò yé wọn. Tàbá ti rí ilẹ̀ wa gbà, tàbá ti gba ilẹ̀ wa. Ìyẹn nígbà wo tó gbogbo ẹbí ti máa lọ bó ṣe yẹ kó ṣe lọ. Kí ilé tó máa ṣẹ̀dá wa, bó ṣe ní ká ṣe máa gbé. Nǹkan máa lọ nírọ̀wọ́.
No problem. Ẹ ṣe lọ.
In between Bẹ́gà sí Ìbàfò, àti bí ọ̀nà bíi méjì. Kò dẹ̀ sí àwọn tó fa kí nìyí wípé nígbà tó ń lọ ọ̀nà tí ó yí kìlómítà bíi mélòó tán fi ogún bíi almost like over.
Bọ́ wa kí n dáadáa ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Kúnlé Bakers as usual.
Kò sí náà.
Okay.
Èyí bá gbé mountain of fire ń bẹ̀. Bọ́dí ọ̀bẹ human being ló wà nílẹ̀ tó ṣe é bọ̀dì tó máa rescue wọn lábẹ́ gbé wọn gbà. Kíyàn tiẹ̀ ní accident kíyàn má lè tiẹ̀ bọ́lẹ̀ nígbà fẹ́ gbé ibi tó fẹ́ bọ́lẹ̀ sí wọn wọ́n gun ọ̀rí bẹ́ẹ̀ kẹ́lì everywhere was so dark. Ṣé yẹn la fẹ́ máa ṣe? Ṣé yẹn la fẹ́ máa ṣe? Ó dẹ̀ máa dá làwọn bàbá wa fi wà ń bẹ̀ ló fi lọ.
Our third, draw from my honestly, so our like to bring it to final conclusion. So kò sí time for your money. Kò sí time for your money. So we cannot wait for that. Okay. All right, we are the final lap. Shegoni, thanks so much. Because of the time constraint, that's why I'm pushing a little bit. Mother Manton, sorry, is a regular caller. I'm going to respond to another comment I've just picked up here. Mr. Olamide, you said you need a referendum. You can't declare Warri and Benin as Oduduwa without referendum for them if they want to join. Let me say this for the benefit of a lot of people that think that until we have to wait for Warri and Benin. Eric Pibugu wataban sọ̀rọ̀ pé state ka Warri àti Benin mọ́ wa. Kò síjọ́ kan tí mo sọ pé Warri àti Benin ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tí wà ní láti fọ́. Ṣẹ́rí, let me say something. Tó bá ń Warri kó dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè kan if they want to. Bó bá wọn Benin kó dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè kan, it is entirely up to them. So because you are now going to mean that because of Warri àti Benin, then the remaining Kogi State, Kwara State, Ondo State, Osun State, Lagos State, Oyo State would then have to wait. About mute the background at for me 10 seconds. So
happy birthday, brother.
Eshegoni.
Long life for prosperity.
Amen.
Àwọn sì wà láṣẹ rí bó ti ẹ̀ gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ kan tí ọ̀hún sọ ní tán ní Nàìjíríà ló fẹ́ dá referendum mi ò gbọ́ rí. Ṣó possible ṣá?
Well, let me explain again the referendum issue. The reason why Town Exchange saw a referendum here is only Baba. I think what people are mixing things up. Number one. Okay, all right. About to drop mashallah. Yeah. Let me say this clearly. Eka koko kento for any super chat. A regular love the super chat and we appreciate it. On the issue of this or referendum, koshe referendum. Number one, country Koloma issue referendum. United Nations Lumawa observe a referendum. Nigeria constitution to fake here kò sí nǹkan kan tó ń jẹ́ referendum. Reason tá a ṣe ń rí this conversation tó ń jáde frequently lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí òun ni kò ju pé àwọn tó lọ sí court lọ àwọn north tán ní wẹ́ tẹ́ bá fẹ́ pín kúrò lára Nàìjíríà kó má bàa dìjà làwọn ṣe lọ sí court. And I think if I'm right, there's another group that went with them from the Yoruba side. But the situation táwa gbé dání is a complete different system because system táwa fi gba ara wa kúrò. We don't need to have a system that is as not that is as compromised, fraudulent, fake. Co-op provide the referendum for. And let's even say if a referendum was meant to happen in the current situation as it is, potential UN referendum here. Do you think that the government of today, with the current situation, would pass a vote of confidence? Because when you vote of confidence. Currently nísìn nígbà tí Boris Johnson tán ló mọ tí wọ́n ṣe party nínú COVID àwọn kan náà wọ́n ní vote of confidence fún mọ́ tọ́ba dẹ̀ ń sọ pé yàn ní vote of confidence táwọn kíkọ́ yọ nìyẹn. Ṣé ẹ feel pé Nàìjíríà tí à ń sọ pé a fẹ́ lọ wọ́n máa fún wa ní access pé tàbá tẹ̀ ṣe referendum tí percentage ọmọ Yorùbá tó bá vote pé ká lọ Nigerian government ò ní manipulate. Bíbí ní ọba tẹ̀sọ́ pé àwọn ń ṣe Yorùbá ìyàn tẹ̀kan wá but a ní láti dúró fún Benin àti Warri ká tó sọ pé a fẹ́ kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. Why must we wait for them? Kí ni purpose àti fẹ́ wait fún wọn? They can stand on their own. Both of them can be a country. Ọ̀dọ̀ àpá àwọn èèyàn ẹ ṣe rí issue tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ and this is something that we get ṣe rí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ issue Nigeria. I think we should start living that now. We should start talking about implementation, ibi táwọn lọ nísìn, and the nitty-gritty. Irú àwọn question tẹ́ ń béèrè. So, the current situation, ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa, and I'm going to do a program on this continuously so that message yẹn kó lè pass out. Ẹ yé listen sí àwọn diluted message. Wọ́n pa àwọn message kan ní diluted. Bí apalọ ló ti máa jáde àbí inú ṣe ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa ń gun márúwá. Ẹ ti understand this thing? Àwa ń jókòó à ń sọ fún yín pé there will be nothing like a referendum, and ìdí ẹ̀ ni pé we are running on a fraudulent system in Nigeria, and you expect, do you even think that this government will give you access to a referendum? I'm asking the question. Do you think that this government, what we are fighting for now, right? In the first instant, Ọlọ́run ti fún wa ní access kan tí a tẹ̀lé sọ pé yes, inú wa dùn lé lórí kí ni access náà? We've got a 5 million petition. Kò ń ṣe fluke. Àwọn èèyàn bíi tèmi ọmọ Yorùbá ṣe mọ̀ pé àsàtẹ̀ní ẹ rò pé mo ṣeré ni ẹ jẹ́ kí n fún yín ní people are still sending names. Ṣe má fi pé bóyá I cannot show you the person but ìyáwó yìí màá dẹ̀ sọ time because mo lè show àwọn numbers yẹn because as you understand but at exactly 15:56 p.m. which is 3:56 p.m. be 4 minutes to 4 p.m. I receive all these numbers. Mr. Number 1, Ola Munisobugutoko. Mo receive number 2, Mr. Adekinikan. Age Mr. Olayen was 45 years old. From ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Age Mr. Ade 70 years old from ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Mr. Ade 28 years old, female. I want the first two yẹn náà female. Mo receive Mrs. Fola Monipe Tokutan, female, 41 years old. Mo receive Mr. Ade, 27 years old. That means that the 5 million is not a fluke. Àwọn èèyàn ló ṣe kí ni ló sign petition yẹn. Compel, just as nobody is compelling anybody. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wo program wa àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wo nísìn, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bàbá wa Wo TV, and I enjoy it when I see it being rebroadcast. But mo máa ń sọ pé tẹ́ bá ti ń tún wọn lórí platform wọn, ìyàn kì í ṣe live. Èní ní 1st of June 2022 àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ program yẹn láti 31st of May títí di 1st of June 12:30 a.m. so that ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ń wò kẹ́ má tún máa pè mí pé àfi dá sórí ètò. So just to clarify that. So there's nothing about referendum níbi tá a dé mọ́ nísìn. What we are taking now is our own nation to exit peacefully. I use the terminology peacefully, but tí wọ́n bá ẹ fún mi ní 10 seconds. Tí wọ́n bá sọ pé nǹkan peaceful, kẹ́ máa rò sọ́kàn yín lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation tó bá jẹ́ ká lọ ní by peace. Ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi.
Yeah, hello, so anyway, mi ò fẹ́ pẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ lásìkò ẹ̀mí àti ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀.
Aṣẹ́dùmarè.
Ọdún láyé, bẹ̀rẹ̀ so much. Ìdí mo kàn fẹ́ pàkíyèsí sí
ẹ̀mí ò ti background ẹni tí ó ń pè tó ṣe tí mo gbé kọ́ọ̀lì nísìn ẹ̀kọ́ hold on, but ẹ̀mí ò ti background ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Mr. Wale, mo ń gbọ́ yín sà.
Ìdí mo kàn fẹ́ sọ ni pé ṣe rí mo really appreciate the program tó máa ń ṣe, but ìdí mo fẹ́ sọ ni pé as knowledge, as educated you are, gbogbo àwọn èèyàn ló máa appreciate you know everything, not that you know more but you know. We really appreciate it, but ẹ má jẹ́ kí anybody lórí platform tó máa ń pè wọlé kí wọ́n máa gbà àmì mi wọ́n bó ṣe fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ní Yorùbá pé kí wọ́n máa gbé ẹnu yín sọ̀rọ̀ jáde. Àwọn nǹkan kan pa ẹ̀ló ṣẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi.
Mo ń gbọ́ yín.
Àwọn nǹkan kan wà tó jẹ́ pé níbi meeting tẹ́ ń ṣe àti gbogbo àwọn kan tẹ́ ń ṣe ní kí wọ́n gbogbo ẹ̀yìn nìkan kọ́ pé kí ni ẹ má jẹ́ kí wọ́n bẹ̀rù yín gbé jáde pé wọ́n á fẹ́ mọ in and out rẹ̀ ní fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀
ó ti yé mi. Thank you so much again. And these are the good things that we always love our people. Morimbe Iyami Funke Bello tí mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ dárúkọ. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ẹ ti wà live. Aago kan la máa gbé tó ìwálẹ̀ ṣe fọkànbalẹ̀ ẹ ní lọ more than aago kan ẹ ṣe sùúrù ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ parí ẹ̀ títí di 25 minutes. So èmi náà ní láti lọ rest. It's been a very long day látòru àná títí di wa kún dẹ̀rọ̀ pé máa rọrùn sùn díẹ̀ ní but I couldn't sleep because there was a lot being done. Mo rí ń bẹ̀ o gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wa. Ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè another big uncle ní tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí mo ń gbọ́ yín.
Happy birthday, White Lion.
I said that. Thank you so much.
No, to see the fruit labor, brother.
Amen.
We appreciate your work.
Thank you.
So my concern literally is centered around referendum case, kò ṣe referendum case tí àwọn northern Arewa bí kí ló ń pe àwọn group yẹn tó ní kíjọba wá kọ́ńtọ̀ Yorùbá. Now I have a series of questions. Who are the people that call themselves representative from Yorubas? Who are they representing actually? Are they from Ìlànà Ọmọ Oòduà ni, or where did they actually bet them to now be fronting?
They are no, okay, let me quickly say that they're Ọmọ Oòduà, but as you know, I need so many Yoruba, which are everybody will say, I'm not right, láti ṣe nǹkan àwọn afẹ́ ṣe, but again, they are not, so we clarify that.
Okay, thank you. Now, based on what you just said, the problem I have with that.
Ẹ máa ní sọ̀rọ̀ bàbá mi Sami láti US, kẹ́ni fi land, ẹ ní láti jẹ́ kẹ́ni land. Mo ń gbọ́ yín ẹ̀gbọ́n mi máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ ní UK.
Now, I believe the world would be looking at this court case very carefully because it's been organized by the government of Nigeria. And whatever result comes out of that.
Okay, let me say this. It is not being organized. Okay, underneath. but Nigerian government don't execute it. Again, we should not. I mean, yes, it could be proxies. There's what they call proxies, but as we do know, based on the what is being put to the because it's very in that way but as it is right now, Nigerian government don't court. It is the individual social cultural group don't court. But again, we know that underneath there's a proxies. Go ahead.
Okay, so my concern really is this case was had in a federal court in Nigeria.
Yes.
Now, we all know deep down that the result that would come out of that would negatively impact the Odua movement. Now, if declare referendum is going to be granted on the basis that the group that are bringing this case don't have enough ground because they don't have backings for it,
okay.
That referendum topic shut down. Now, the Western world is as a decided case because it was held in the federal court. And federal court would be recognized by every court of justice in the world.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, in my own opinion, I want to raise as a group represent court in bed. So that one lè ṣe case collect there. She gets
I understand. I think what we're gonna do is that because as much as there's a lot nitty-gritty around the area. So Biatoba Diola, not Ola, because my one is studio Lola. So my the Thursday, I'm gonna treat this topic. I'm no need that because I'll be honest, my brain is already tired now. But let me say something here. Number one, whatever is happening in that federal high court is not going to be, there's not going to be any outcome. It's just a game to divert the attention, which is exactly what is happening now. I understand. So Agbaye ò rí 5 million táwa ti set up nísìn. Agbaye ò gbóhùn wa nígbà tí wọ́n lọ sí ICC pé criminality ń ṣẹlẹ̀ tí wọ́n pààyàn.
The reason why I said that is,
yeah.
you know they are televising this whole situation that
they are televising is a whole part of the game. We play game only, and if we all fall into that game, we'll all be trapped. It doesn't matter whether they are televising it. They are televising it just as they're televising, they might not be televising what we are saying, but one way or the other, at some point, which is not too long from now, or Yoruba Nation, Omagba Airwaves Nigeria.
Yes, please hear me out.
Yes.
The reason why I'm saying this is because I've thought about it deeply today. Because Toba declared we have no rights as Yoruba under constitution or whatsoever reason that to be granted that referendum that we can't depart the country. That then they could easily impose their military government, which we know that they are planning anyway, which can say we, instead of calling us self-determination group, we can then be labeled as a secessionist.
Well, no, they've never used the word self-determination for us all along. Yeah, follow News Nigeria data. We've always been known as secessionists, which is completely wrong. Okay, let me. Okay, I think we are now playing in the hands of these stage of the system. Let me say this now. Even if all this is playing out, do we have right to listen to that as Yoruba people?
Yeah, we shouldn't.
Okay, so if we shouldn't, do we have any? So then the next question is: do we have the right to listen to America and this Western world that you're talking about as well?
No, we absolutely don't have
then so what are we trying to now present here as if it makes one big hell of a problem?
Yeah, okay, I will explain it. The
Okay.
reason why I'm saying this is I want Robia Ali Sumon Simpeka Basoras in other countries that listen to us as an independent, unidentified people.
Yeah.
As athletic part. Those that we are saying to come and support us now. The TV, the Nigerian government TV, is presenting this to the world as we, the Yoruba people, are going on. Now, they might not understand deeply that we Alano, as group that are talking about this, we do not take part in that court matter. So Toba decide there, Oma disorganize trust town people without attribute to allow people already. So they'll be saying, is there two Yoruba group which is then calling So this is one. Would have been Otilo or Hachi planning to push these people forward to come and represent the entire Yoruba people.
Eventually, like I said, we will not be able to, because I'm not going to go more than, and I can tell that this is not a conversation that I'm. But like I said, I do promise that I will bring this conversation back on a very bright Thursday afternoon, or maybe one of my programs that we do in the morning, and then we can go as long and stay on it, and even not maybe only make too much sense. But like I said, as it is right now, whatever the impression that the Nigerian government is trying to create to portray the Biafra and the Yoruba as against what we want, is not going to work. Even if those that we want to speak to as well will probably look at us from a different angle. The country as it is right now has a lot on its plate, and the world itself knows that. But like I said, let's have this conversation deep again, on Thursday. Definitely. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but on Thursday. Thank you so much, my brother.
Just before I go, please, if Baba is Atlano, it is very important to come out and distance Alan away from these people. To say, identify, because we don't know what
I can pass that message directly to them because I have access to them. That won't be a problem. But I'm sure, I think before I go, there's a 2-minute video that Baba also explained, which has been cut. I think it was inside one of the town hall media, but we'll definitely have this conversation again. Thank you so much. We've spent, it's one of my regular. Emma Binu Baba Sami. Go ahead. Yes.
Koiki, White Lion.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sorry, àwọn agreement kan wà lọ́wọ́ sí lọ́wọ́ tá wà yìí, stage tá wà yìí, tó tiẹ̀ ní máa bá wọn fà lọ títí. Because àwọn kan wà tó fẹ́ máa fa owó aago wa sẹ́yìn. Stage by stage láwà. Láti last year láti mọ̀ wípé referendum, àjíjọ́ pariwo referendum táwọn NINAS gbé wá. A dẹ̀ ti mọ̀ wípé gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì náà ṣiṣẹ́ fún, right? A stop referendum. Ní àbáyé ṣe referendum kí petition wá tó tiẹ̀ dé rárá láti sọ pé àbáyé ṣe referendum. Exit làwọn afẹ́, exit làwọn afẹ́. Sórí láti jọ́ tí wọ́n ti announce 5 million petition wa.
Yes.
Látún ti kúrò lórí exit. Àti exit already. Àkọ́ ìtì declare ẹni.
Okay.
Àti exit.
Kò tí ó rà àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ wọ́n sì ń rò pé bàbá mi Sami àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ pàtí àti exit already.
Kí the whole world recognize wa, that's what we are now. That is the stage we are. So,
and not even the whole, we just need 5 countries. Potentially Google Agbaye, just 5 countries.
Stage by stage ni.
No problem. Láti Germany, ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀. Okay. Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá mi Sami. Thank you so much. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Thank you. Bàbá mi Sami Kẹ̀rẹ̀, àwọn ni wọ́n sẹ́ndì ibo ni kìíní ẹ̀ta wà. Mọ́flà ti máa ń dé sọ́rùn yẹn. Láti Germany ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ. Òkè òun lélẹ̀. Ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ láti Germany.
Ẹ kálẹ́ Mr. Koiki.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò.
Congratulations, happy party to you, my brother.
Aṣọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀.
Ọlọ́wọ́ fún yín ní ẹ̀mí gbógun àti
Kọ́lá tó
àlàáfíà.
pè tán lọ sẹ́ndì kí n sẹ́ndì láti US.
Àwọn dá ọmọ òsì pọ̀ wá. Tọ́lá kí ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ fún last call tó pè sí yìí. Ó dàbí pé àwọn èèyàn wa wọn ọ̀rọ̀ sáà ní gbogbo nǹkan tí à ń ṣe. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ dẹ́ ìbílẹ̀ pé bóyá ọ̀rọ̀ àtijáde kó ní Nàìjíríà a ní láti ṣe referendum olùkọ́ tí àwọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ Nàìjíríà bá ń sọ. Àlàyé láti jáde kó ní Nàìjíríà ó pín sí ọ̀nà 2 sí 3 táwọn tí wọ́n dẹ̀ wá ní ètò tó ti ṣàlàyé fún wa tẹ́lẹ̀. Tí ò bá yẹ nìyẹn wádìí pé kì í ṣe ọ̀nà kan láti gbà jáde kó nínú Nàìjíríà. So don't call the Africa follow referendum or can follow continue Nigerian government branch. That is it. Secondly, referendum to Nigerian government share this is it. Can we not push on gidi only get trap for?
Okay.
Because the both one fair self-determination that region either Biafra or Arewa. So one or Nigerian government do one in one.
Okay.
So I'm going to careful for tap here only get trap for.
Okay.
So in that case, need to calculate this below referendum at all. There are many ways to fall out from Nigeria. So no way that effect back.
Okay.
Or about it, Papa Tele. Others no matter pay, because the Nigerian government or referendum to one bill of the country.
Yes.
That's why we don't want to tell.
Okay.
Auto deport the daddy. The company that is if you confuse one, if you put one down, so consider this below referendum. There are many ways that it how are they effect back? What do you think by the referendum? That is it.
I should go on one.
Britain or America by the for
no. Ben. I think something because at the exit already so gbogbo táwọn èèyàn tí àwọn èèyàn torí pọ́ ṣe ń rí Nigeria as a country pé nígbà tí declaration yẹn bá finally jáde tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní kọ́ lower flag ìgbà yẹn làwọn èèyàn máa realize pé conversation yẹn máa dé CNN adé BBC adé Al Jazeera lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ní táyì ní sanwó fún. So ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá mi ẹ má ìtorí táwọn mi lálẹ́ ni ẹ ṣé gan ni thank you so much ẹ ṣé gan ni thank you ẹ má bínú èèyàn mo láti push ni because the brain is already tired and I'm definitely going to go to bed. Mo ní another caller from US go ahead.
Well, Koiki, happy birthday to you. Ibadan to kan ni o.
Àmín. Ẹ
ṣé gan ni balagboro Ọlọ́run. Àmín. Yeah, quick one. Mo listen sí bá ìṣègùn lénìí ní orí platform ṣóyà kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Okay.
Bàbá dẹ̀ sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan tó yẹ pé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó impress me gan. Ṣé ti get? This my own suggestion ṣe get like.
Yes.
Why tó yẹ pé after somebody launch the account of a launch beyond before yìí.
Yes.
Kí ló dé tí ẹ̀yin media àti bàbá Ìgbòho àti Madam Onítìrì.
Yes.
Every one of you guys ẹ ṣe meeting.
Okay.
Kẹ wá jáde kẹjẹ ká mú date. Maybe date báyìí la máa declare.
Okay.
Káwọn èèyàn prepare káwọn bá ṣe máa mọ fine way wa lọ sí Nàìjíríà ká lọ mọ wáyé máa di territory wa mú.
Okay.
And like ẹ ṣe meeting yẹn ẹ jọ ẹ gbé kíní yẹ̀ wò ẹ jẹ́ kó launch account yẹn abẹ̀ sí fowó sínú ẹ̀ náà and after that ẹ ṣe meeting ká máa fẹ́ declare once and for all.
No problem.
Ẹ
ṣé gan ni thank you so much. Ẹ má bínú èèyàn wa mo kàn push just to balance some of the calls. Ó yá kíákíá because I think they wind down.
Thank you, Koiki.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mo call back throw bigger light to àwọn méjì tán sáré pé tán sìn. Number one, I will start from the last person. Kò sí bọ́n ṣe máa pe meeting tí wọ́n máa sọ date tí a fẹ́ declare. Wọ́n ti sọ in a clear term tó wípé ọdún yìí ni àwòdẹ ní pẹ́ mọ́. So tó bá mọ̀ wípé o fẹ́ máa bọ̀ lé tó serious máa bọ̀ lé now kò wá di territory mọ́. So kò sígbà tó máa announce wípé déètì báyìí la fẹ́ declare it cannot be possible. So that is one. But ìwọ tó bá mọ̀ pé o fẹ́ máa bọ̀ lé now ọdún yìí ni kò máa retí wípé wọ́n fẹ́ sọ déètì kankan.
Okay.
So that is one. Two is the other man that was talking about, I think the man is just confusing himself all over again, and you have told him that it's just a distraction, he should take his mind off it. Just confusing. The group, our group, don't referendum. They are not registered, they are not recognized group in international this Yoruba nation. The only group that is recognized is Ilana, and it is signature of Alano, Professor Banji Akitoye, that is recognized in UNPO and in UN. So any other group is nullified and thwarted. Anybody can rise up. Teba wo àwọn ọmọ tó lọ sí South Africa lọ play. There is a group that came there challenging their this thing. Kan tó pé wọn wọlé nígbà tí wọ́n draw now. And this group were claiming they are the one that want to bring players. Baba Fatah Goribido explained what they went through. They have to call Baba Kitoye. Baba Kitoye wrote to them that this is the group that is representing Yoruba Nation. They checked through UNPO and saw Baba Kitoye's picture, signature, name. So they twat the other group and recognize our own group approved by Baba Kitoye. So that is just it. It doesn't matter anybody.
Okay. I watch analysis. I'm gonna bring you. I might bring you in on Thursday. We will do that.
It is in Lano and Baba Kitoye.
All right. We will come back on Thursday and we will do all the analysis. Bishop is my regular. I have a caller back on the air. But let me quickly appreciate, there was somebody that just sent us a cash app. We appreciate you. I'm not sure whether you're watching us live. Then our mother, as usual, have also given us a donation on the super chat. Egbon's okay, Colonel. Egbon's okay, Mungboy. Yes. Mo ní láti gbé kọ́ yìí bàbá àròpọ̀ rẹ ni. Ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ gbọ́ yín. Yeah. Initial Baba Roko. Yeah. June 12, yeah. Initial Baba Roko. If you 1 minute. Yeah. Emma Lord. Emma so lokon Emma binu yeah. Mungbo. Any June 12 shikini.
Yeah, because I want to tell you because we send the message in T-shirt or something like that. I want to market in con.
Okay.
Please, if you can give us that before you close.
Okay then. All right. I will do that. I had to quickly come off from the Instagram because tí irú bàbá àròpọ̀ bá ń pè kódà bó bá jẹ́ orí Facebook line ẹ lọ pè sí agbọ́dọ̀ já torí pé gbòógì sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ ni wọ́n Yorùbá tí wọ́n dá ṣáká ju ẹ̀mọ̀ kó yí tèmi èmi ti pẹ́ ní bíbáyì àwọn pẹ́ l'Amẹ́ríkà but wọ́n fi Amẹ́ríkà ṣe èdè yẹn ó sì wà lẹ́nu wọn mo mọ̀ pé bí àkọ́kọ́ lọ gbọ́ ló ta wọn lára pa lórí show ìlálẹ̀ a máa fi ohun síbẹ̀ ẹgbọ́n sókè bàbá àròpọ̀ rẹ̀.
White Lion ohun méjì ni mo fẹ́ sọ. Mo fẹ́ kọ́kọ́ kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa tí wọ́n ti ń bá yín yọ̀ pé ọdún tún lè kàn sí o.
Adúpẹ́ fẹ́ Lédùmarè.
ọjọ́ ń rè bí àná tẹ́nìkan sọ tó sọ pé kí ló dé òun ló yẹ kó wà nù ilé yẹn kán lugi mọ́ lórí. Adúpẹ́ ojú tì yín o. Ojú tì yín o. Ọdún kan sí o. White Lion wà lélẹ̀ nígbà tí mo sọ wà yẹn pé White Lion.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Láàmú pé.
Àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ pé bàbá àròpọ̀ rẹ̀ ló sọ gbogbo orúkọ yẹn jáde. Ó dáhùn fún àwọn èèyàn tètè mọ̀.
Àwọn èèyàn mọ ìtumọ̀ ẹ̀. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run lónìí.
Adúpẹ́ fẹ́ Lédùmarè.
Wọ́n bá àdúrà fún yín sà. Àtẹ̀yìn àti ẹ̀yìn ní dààmú. Ṣé rí freedom nígbà tó bá dé? Ojú yín báyìí nínú àlàáfíà nínú ara rẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀fì jẹ́rìí sí o láṣẹ lọ́wọ́ Olódùmarè. Mo fẹ́ kí yín ni. Mo dẹ̀ wá ìkejì tí mo fẹ́ sọ ni wípé mo wá fẹ́ sọ fún àwọn èèyàn wa pé kí wọ́n fẹ́.
Ẹ máa ní sùúrù bàbá Fàtà èèyàn kan wà lórí line ẹ̀dẹ̀ ti blog ẹ̀ ti ń disturb ìyẹn mo ṣe sáré gbé torí ẹ ti tún stop Instagram tàfin stream ẹ má ti sọ̀rọ̀ ẹgbọ́n rẹ̀ sókè ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ lọ bàbá Fàtà bàbá àròpọ̀.
So káwọn èèyàn ká ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ sàmọ́mì mi àti dádì mi ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀. Ẹni tí a máa gbéyàwó bá tí ó ń garùn ni.
Òdodo ọ̀rọ̀.
Ẹyẹ ní sùúrù. Èèyàn kí wọ́n bà kú ẹlẹ́yẹ pupa ló fẹ́ mú jáde ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ ní sùúrù. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká bẹ́ sọ́wọ́ àwọn ọ̀tá wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ìrora máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ká máa délé. Ẹ ṣe sà ẹ kú ṣe.
Tó ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu bàbá bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ìyẹn bàbá àròpọ̀ rẹ̀ ni ẹ gbọ́ wọ́n ní ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ má jẹ́ ká tú ìyàwó tó máa jọ wọnú ilé tẹjọ máa gbé fún years tọ́lọ̀ máa fi àlàáfíà tó máa fọmọ sáàárín yín òṣètò wa ń béèrè pé ṣé ó wá ń garùn ó wá ń lọ ń garùn ẹ má garùn àti débi tá à ń lọ ọ̀dà bàbá Fatai mo rí pé ẹ tún pè padà ẹ̀yà ní kíákíá.
Mo sì kọ́ lórí pépà yìí sí i. Ẹ̀ka mi wò ó kí wọ́n fọ́ pépà. Then ṣe rí àwọn kábíyèsí wa tó bọ́ síta wọ́n ṣe lábẹ́lẹ̀ tó bọ́ síta tó sọ̀rọ̀ nínú abúlé ìmọ̀ràn wọ́n sọ̀pọ̀ ti Chief Sunday. Àá sọ jẹ́ ìfẹ́ ẹjẹ́ tó máa bí àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ kan. Wọ́n náà kúrò máa wú bí àwọn ṣe kan tó dáa. Bá a ṣe ń ṣe báyìí sọ̀tà àwọn tó wò ó dáadáa yẹn àwọn èyí dáadáa ẹja máa ń gbọ́ jáde káwọn ọ̀dọ́ máa rí wọn pé yẹsì àwọn bàbá yìí bíbá ìdán dúró sí wọn ṣe tábẹ́ ilẹ̀ bó nínú mi bó nínú mi tí Yorùbá tẹ̀sán mo wà ń hùn ìtàwọn tó jáde síta nínú àwọn ọ̀rọ̀
ká máa pọ́n wọn lé dáadáa ká máa yẹ wọn sí. Gbogbo wọn náà la máa yẹ sí. Ó kàn jẹ́ pé àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ kàn fẹ́ kí gbogbo wọn gbóhùn sókè dáadáa ni. Gbogbo wọn náà ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ but àwọn kan ẹ fẹ́ kọ́ gbóhùn yẹn kó túbọ̀ jáde. Bàbá Tẹ́jú Oṣó Bàrígà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọba Tẹ́jú Oṣó. Àmọ́ láìpẹ́ gbogbo ẹni tó bá ń ṣe tiwa náà ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá Fatai. Like I said, 1 o'clock, I'm going to shut down the broadcast. It's been a very long one. Prayer section, ṣì ń lọ lọ́wọ́. Èmi máa lọ sùn, but prayer section lọ lọ́wọ́. Bàbá rẹ̀ ìtẹ̀sí wà l'Amẹ́ríkà. A ṣì ń stream yẹn lórí media presenter YouTube wa. Ó dẹ̀ wà lórí platform tiwa náà. Ẹ̀dọ̀ máa gbọ́. Èmi náà a máa dún létí mi o, but máa sùn lọ ni o. Bàbá àròpọ̀ ti bá wa sọ ètò jẹ́ kòdóró ọ̀rọ̀ kó Yorùbá mi báyìí máa ń yalò lọ́wọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn bàbá àròpọ̀ rí ọmọ lúkà àwọn tó yẹ pé gbòógì Yorùbá bá jáde lẹ́nu wọn báyìí ìyá mọ̀ pé ó yàtọ̀ sí Lagos Yorùbá tèmi sọ yìí but mo pẹ́ díẹ̀ náà lọ́dọ̀ Ìgbòho so àwọn Yorùbá tí bàbá máa ń sọ yẹn èmi náà ń fetí kọ̀ yẹn ló ṣe jẹ́ kí n máa flow lẹ́ǹkọ̀ọ̀kan fún wa máa kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ òyìnbó ní para báwa kan ní ẹ bá wa sọ fún bàbá yìí gbogbo tó ń sọ la fẹ́ gbọ́ but òyìnbó yìí ti pọ̀ jù ẹ̀mí náà ya mú wá lẹ̀ sí kíní so wọ́n ní ẹni tó ń múyàwó bọ̀ àbá kò kí ń garùn so ẹ má jẹ́ ká tún fi síbi fi sọ́hùn àti mọ̀bí tá à ń lọ àti débi tá à ń lọ mo sọ fún yín pé àsàtànà at least orúkọ bíi 20 apart from ìtọ́tún send láti jẹ́ta so people are still sending names for that petition and it has not yet closed apart from that wọ́n ti fún wa ní details ibi tí ẹ lè fi support wọn ẹ rántí pé wọ́n mention ẹ má béèrè pé kí ló fẹ́ fi ṣe ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn àwa máa ń fẹ́ mọ gbogbo kúlẹ̀kúlẹ̀ àwa Yorùbá kò ń ṣe owó pé Koiki là ń sọ yìí o owó òmìnira Yorùbá pé a máa fi support Facebook kò jẹ́ ká put it out ìgbà pé mo lo software léde ni but definitely a máa post ẹ̀ fún ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ẹ lè send email sí wọn iṣẹ́ oríṣiríṣi ń lọ wọ́n lẹ̀ tí ní Koiki wọ́n pẹ̀lú sàn táwọn èèyàn bá pè tá bá fi fọ̀rọ̀ sí lẹ́nu sọ pé ò ní gbà gbẹ́ni yẹn báyìí because àwọn kan á máa pè lóòótọ́ wọ́n á máa lọ báyìí because wọ́n mọ̀ pé number 1 spokesman Ìgbòho ni mí so wọ́n yàn pé àwọn kankan wà tó jẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ ìkọ̀kọ̀ kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe bóhùn yìí kẹ́ wọnú wọlé èyí tó bá fi tó mi létí báyìí tí mo gbọ́ tó bá ní eré òsì gbọ́dọ̀ jáde inú etí yẹn nìkan náà ló máa gbọ́ àti abẹ́ ẹkùn Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ ká jáde ká sọ èyí tó máa kó bá gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ìyẹn kọ́ la gbé dání bó bàbá àròpọ̀ rí ti bá wa sọ èyí tó jù bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ ká garùn ibi tá à ń lọ ibi tó dùn gan ni mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá níbikíbi tí a bá wà èmi nìkan kọ́ ni the bravest person bó mo sọ pé màá dúró pẹ̀lú gbogbo yín ẹ dẹ̀ dúró tì wá ẹ fún wa ní 5 million ẹ mọ tẹ́ ṣe fún wa àwa mídíà ẹ pọ́n wa lé gidi ẹ imagine pé báyìí pa ṣe ń sáré pé 5 million ò tí ì pé o ẹ lọ sign petition àṣemíkẹ́ lọ sign ẹ jẹ́ ká tó wá ṣe nǹkan kan ṣé ká fún ní double in another 2 months kó pé 10 million ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré yẹn ṣe rí bá ṣe sáré yẹn in 2 months tari 5 million ẹ jẹ́ ká beat record yẹn again in another 2 months tàtúrí 5 million ẹni tó o bá ti sign mò ń bẹ̀ ni ìwọ kò send message sínú comment ẹni sìn pé Mr. Koiki mo fẹ́ sign kò yé mi wàláì má fi ìtìjú kárùn tètè sọ pé mo ti sign so that tèmi bá lọ ń ka comment kò ń ṣe lálẹ́ yìí o màá lọ kà lọ́la èmi náà wá send message sí ẹ pé báyìí ló ṣe máa sign because orúkọ yóò ṣe pàtàkì ọmọ APC òun wò mí ó yọ mi wò má wọrí ara wa náà ní PDP power power for the people wọ́n náà kan tẹ̀ tó gba fake Nigeria wọ́n náà gba fake dollar nínú convention fake dollar ìlú yẹn ó ní agbára so bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn forget about Peter Obi. Number one, power ò ní lọ sí north, so power táwa fẹ́ gbà a máa jágbà ni jágbà padà lọ́wọ́ wọn, kò ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ Fúlàní o, kò ń ṣe Fúlàní inú gbó là ń bájà o. Èèyàn kan ní I will sign for all my family, ẹ lọ sign fún family yìí. Ẹni tí kò bá yé wọ́n ní ká tó máa lọ irú aṣọ wo la máa wọ̀ nínú Yorùbá mega rally especially ti UK mo mọ̀ America and dictate if anybody irú àwọn bàbá rò pọ̀rí àwọn á máa ṣàlàyé fún yín, mo mọ̀ pé ní Sacramento wọ́n máa ṣe kan, àwọn prophet ológun olúwa wọ́n máa ṣe kan London 9 gbogbo bí tó bá ti ń pe rally ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ bá wọn dá sí ẹgbẹ́ yẹn èmi ò ń bá àwọn prophet ológun olúwa ṣe o bàbá yẹn nígbà tá a ti sọ̀rọ̀ nígbà kan ṣe rí gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ẹ jẹ́ ká fìyẹn sílẹ̀ níbi tá a dé yìí kò ń ṣe rálì gbẹ̀du gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ló èmi ò kí ń bá gbẹ̀du ṣe gbẹ̀du kẹ̀ àníwá rálì gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ni bó bá ń wù yín ẹ lè wọ àwọn aṣọ tó fine báyìí torí pé ẹlòmíì rò pé bí ọdún tó ń bá wọṣọ Yorùbá nation nìkan lòun lè wà, so they might be thinking láṣọ Yorùbá nation àwọn kan fẹ́ ra owó wà lọ́wọ́ wọn báwo lẹ ṣe fẹ́ rà àwọn tó ń taṣọ Yorùbá nation pọ̀ èmi ò taṣọ Yorùbá nation but bàbá heritage ń tà brother wa kan Olùtì òun náà ń tà option ni ìyẹn bá yànjà sí yẹn tó bá wọnú Asda o lè ra omi nínú Asda kó dá padà kó tún lọ rà ní Sainsbury's bó bá rí pé ti Sainsbury's ó dà pé wọ́n ju ti Lidl lọ wàá dá padà wàá wá lọ gba ti Lidl, so that is how it is. So ẹni tó bá fẹ́ t-shirt tẹ fẹ́ rà tẹ fẹ́ wọ̀ these are the two people that I'm aware of. I'm not too sure whether Citizen AY bí àwọn Odùduwà TV, but at least these two individuals you can order it. Tó bá jẹ́ fún jersey ti wá yẹn jersey àwọn ọmọ wa tó lọ gbá bọ́ọ̀lù àwọn kan ní wọ́n ṣe dáadáa ṣẹ́rí gbogbo nǹkan wọ́n ń pè ní precedent record yẹn ti wà táláyé bá máa fi dáyé wọ́n á máa rántí pé a lọ sí South Africa a lọ perform ẹ má rò pa waste owó náà, so ẹni tó bá sì fẹ́ jersey yẹn ìyẹn wà available. Ẹ bá get in touch pẹ̀lú èmi ní UK gbẹ̀du alájà Queen Ara bàbá Ògúnríbidó ṣójẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ àti gbogbo àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn tó wà ní Nàìjíríà Casmon Omíyalé ọmọ Bọ̀tá ọmọ Luka mo mọ̀ bí wọ́n kó fún bàbá Èkìtì náà ẹ ríra lọ́wọ́ wọn ní Amẹ́ríkà bàbá confam ẹran bàbá confam bàbá yẹn báyìí tá bá ń sọ èdè Bẹ̀nẹ̀ wọn yẹn báyìí ìyá máa gbádùn ẹ̀ níbẹ̀ ní mu sìgá ní àti tíì bàbá confam bàbá àròpọ̀ ìyàwó ọmọ ọba mo mọ̀ bí i sísítà Yorùbá wuyì àti ta ló tún wà ní Amẹ́ríkà àti bàbá wa Almaroof ẹ̀wọ̀n bàbá yẹn tí inú gbọ̀n wọn rí bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn náà ní lọ́wọ́ ní àwọn òbí tó kù náà ó wà available, so bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. So I hope we have clarified that, but ó ní kọ̀ọ̀kan tá a máa unveil tó bá wá ní June 12 tó bá lọ wo lórí mídíà kò ní dàbí pé kò wà níbẹ̀. Fẹ́ni tó wà London ni o ìwọ tó wà Nàìjíríà má contact mi pé ẹ fi gba visa èmi kọ́ mò ń issue visa má contact mi ìyẹn náà la ṣe ń sáré eléyìí, so bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. But June 12 ó máa lárinrin bẹ́ẹ̀ bá lè ṣe pop off ẹ máa gbé àṣọ̀fọ̀ níjọ́ yẹn ẹ̀yìn má jì pé Ìgbòho ṣì wà níbẹ̀ yẹn Ọlọ́run ọba dúpẹ́ fún kánsà dédé ẹ̀yìn má jì tó bá yẹ pé Ìgbòho wà níbẹ̀ tó sì wà nínú prison tọ́fíìsì tó tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ láìṣẹ̀ kò ní dàbí, but Ìgbòho is out, so àṣọ̀fọ̀ níjọ́ yẹn o máa jó pẹ́ńpẹ́ń àṣọ̀fọ̀ kẹwàá àwọn àpọn náà máa gbégún gan ẹgbẹ́ gbégún ẹ̀yọ̀ gbogbo tá a bá lè ṣe culturally ìlú ni wíìzù ni ẹ make a day an outing. Àwọn kan ní outside London ni mò ń gbé báwo mo ṣe máa ṣe ẹ ra ticket ẹ máa bọ̀ so by 4 o'clock ó pẹ́ jù 5 bí àkọ́jókòó àtúnṣe afẹ́fẹ́ Koiki take my picture selfie by 7 o'clock ti wà lórí train kò sí traffic lórí Lagos Ìbàdàn expressway Fúlàní ò dẹ̀ ní jí yín gbé ẹ̀yin tẹ̀lé wálé Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí Fúlàní jí yín gbé ẹ̀yin náà múra dáadáa, so àníri jù báyẹn lọ. Thank you so much to every single body that have been part of this program. I will not be out until very late, maybe for the Star Radio, because I will probably sleep a lot and I'll be Baba Stephen, I want to ticket one ball. Saturday gonna amati day, Yawa kono na ball at Dublin. We went to Bambo, but each person with their email. Oh, I need email from Atishalaye Titi, but Ashima Shalaye. Email is not needed in that petition. And on that note, orin tí wọ́n ṣe fún mi, ó yẹ ká fi kágbánlẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kí n play mi gan gbádùn orin yẹn, bàbá mi Arẹwà àwọn lọ ṣe, bàbá yẹn ṣiṣẹ́, tọ́ba níyàn ṣiṣẹ́ ní petition yìí, no be joke. Let's enjoy it together, and that's how we close the broadcast. Have a very good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Olami Koiki. Let's enjoy this. As soon as about to finish, boom, tí bá ti tẹ button yẹn, ó close nìyẹn, kájọ máa enjoy ẹ̀. Kémi náà máa fi báyìí. Mo rí níbẹ̀ bàbá mi Paul Ọládùnjóyè, àwọn náà ni Ọládùnjóyè, àwọn bàbá yẹn Cambodia lọ́wọ́. Tó bá sọ pé àwọn tó good ní IT, àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, àwa káàkiri àgbáyé, à ń padà bọ̀ nílé, ilé tó dùn ni. Ẹni bá mọ̀ ọjọ́, ẹja jó sórin.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká fìyìn àtọpẹ́ fún bàbá, orin àtọpẹ́ ló yẹ ọ́. Iṣẹ́ ìfẹ́ rẹ̀ sí gbogbo àwọ̀ kọrin ìsọ́ba oníbu ọ̀rẹ́. Hallelujah, ògo ni fún bàbá. Ọláyọ̀mí yóò fi lù kí Ọlọ́run wá.
Ṣé mo try díẹ̀? Àwọn aráalé mi ní mò ń mọ́jọ́, mo ní abá ti ń fi báyìí.
Ọláyọ̀mí bí irun orí rẹ̀ bá jẹ́ kìkì ahọ́n, kò tó láti fèyí f'Olúwa wa. Ọba tó gba ẹ má títí dé ní, ọba òkìkí mọ́lẹ̀ ní gangan, ọba alágbàgbọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ ò ṣe o, torí ó dá fún
ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Fatai Ògúnmẹ́fún, mo lọ́wọ́ yín, thank you so much.
Hallelujah, ògo ni fún bàbá, ẹ̀mí ló fi lù kí Ọlọ́run àwọn aláyé ni ó ní ọ̀bọ̀ ti yẹ. Hallelujah, ògo ni fún bàbá. Àwọn ọ̀tá ń rò kó yẹ kó kú, wọ́n ń gbómi dání, wọ́n fẹ́ fi para wọ ẹ́.
Ẹ sọ fún Fúlàní pé ọlọ́pàá a máa kó àwọn èèyàn wa jáde kúrò ní nonsense country. Mo rí bẹ̀ yá mi Yẹmí, mo fi tọ̀tọ̀ dárúkọ. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn tí a jọ ń ṣọjọ́ bí, àwọn ìyá wa kan náà, ìyẹn ni tí wọ́n June 1st.
Ọláyọ̀mí mi Kóìkì, òjíṣẹ́ Elédùmarè tó Olúwa rán sílẹ̀ Yorùbá nìyẹn. Mo bá ẹ jó, mo bá ẹ yọ̀, mo kí ẹ kú oríire. Mo kí ẹ kú oríire. Mo máa jó síbi ìtòrí pé ewu iná kò ní pàwọ́ ojú. Bàbá olóye ló kọ́.
Mo rí ẹbẹ̀ tèmítèmí, ìlú kí wọ́n náà ń jù sẹ́gbẹ̀rẹ́ àrùn jù sọ́tún. Ìgbòho òòṣà, ìmọ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Mo kí ẹ kú oríire, Pòfẹ́sọ̀ Bánjí Akíntóyè bàbá.
Bàbá nìyẹn, mo sọ fún bàbá yẹn pé ẹ láwọn ọmọ tó dá lọ́wọ́.
Olúwa ló ń bá ẹ yọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ìní. Mo kú oríire ọlọ́jọ́ ìní. Ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ ṣe púpọ̀ ọdún láyé.
Àti parí ètò, after this I'm gonna close everything.
Bàbá ti jiná, wọn ní fi ẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ yàn, ó dá mi lójú Kóìkì. Lórí àwa kan sáárà sọlọ́run
ọba, àwa kan sáárà sọlọ́run ọba.
Àwa kan sáárà
sọlọ́run ọba.
Ìwọ mọ̀ kan sáárà sọlọ́run ọba.
Àwa kan sáárà sọlọ́run ọba.
Sáárà sọlọ́run ọba. Kóìkì, ọba tí ò dójú àdúrà tiẹ̀.
Pé a máa rí 5 million, kò dojú tì wá. Kò dojú tì wá. Àyà Fúlàní ń já báyìí. Wọ́n ní Yorùbá ti ń lọ, a ti lọ. mo kí gbogbo àwọn family mi gbogbo yín náà ní family mi mo kí ní Dublin ìyá mi Grace àdúrà mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin JP mo kí gbogbo àwọn àfà mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ ẹ má kánjú àti níbi dáhùn lọ́kù díẹ̀.
Arẹwà mo bá ẹ dúpẹ́ olóríire ṣá máa wo lè mara báwo wéèkì ọ̀pẹ́lẹ́gẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n
ìyá mi náà máa ń ju báyìí ìyá mi Adémọ́lá ta ló mọ̀ ojú láàrin gbogbo abáyé ṣébi ni mo mọ̀ ojú àti gbogbo yín. Ìgbòho ṣà ìmọ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá ìmọ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá ìjayà ó ní ti bá gbọ́gbò àyà ní a máa kì kẹ̀kẹ́ àyà ní a máa já. A kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin Yorùbá elders of council ẹ ṣé gan-an ẹ kọ́ àdúró sí bàbá wa tó tóyè. Mo kí gbogbo yín ní Kwara State a kí ní Kogi mo kí l'Ondo State mo kí gbogbo security architect tẹ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́tún lọ́sì quietly mo máa kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin kọ̀wé tẹ́ ń fìwé bá tiwọn jẹ́ ní UN mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọpọlọ.
Ẹ bá mi ká hallelujah o ẹ bá mi ká hallelujah o sọ́ba wí máa yẹ o.
Wọ́n ní kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀ mo ní níbo àsìkò ti tó tílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó jáde tó ti lọ ẹ̀rù ń bà north pé àwọn ọlọ́pọlọ dìde wọn lásìkò tó àwa náà ṣe restructure.
Ọlọ́jọ́ ìbí yẹ kájọ ìjọyà Ọláyọ̀mí mi kó ìjọyà.
Ìjọyà.
À ń sọ bọ̀bọ̀ ọmọ Odùduwà.
Ṣé mo wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí ṣá?
Ọlọ́jọ́ ìbí òkú oríire.
Mo kí ìyàrá onítìrì ẹ̀kọ́ àdúró tì wá. Mo kí àwọn ọmọ mi Dublin. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìyá alálùbáríkà tó Arẹwà music Arẹwà music ẹ máa ń kí wọn bàbá tó ju orin yẹn nìyẹn very hard working man tó ó dàárọ̀ ẹ lọ join prayer section ó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ó rán ayọ̀ lá máa sùn bye for now. Thank you, those of you on the Mix LR. We appreciate your time with